Yo, what's going on out there? What is your boy Money back with another one, man? And we talking boxing. Got my bro, you feel me? Keon, aka Mr. Everything Sports in the building. What's going on, Key?
What's happening with y'all? What's good with it? Money, how you feeling?
Chilling like a villain, man. Got old special guests coming in, old Errol Spence coming in to bless us with her presence for a minute.
Yes, sir.
Got some people get up in this deal. You know, we seen Will McClady stop by, say what it do, be more. Mr. Pazza, John Kramer, my bro Focus Ball in this deal. MJ Total Health, Phil J508, my brother Omega. Like I say, ain't never too far behind. What's going down, big bro? BN Boxing in the building. What's going down, BN? Y'all hit that like button, shot come in, bro. My brother Texas Bubba 6 in the building. That Texas killer. Yeah, how y'all feeling out there, man? Yeah, we got old special guest with old Ebo today, man. We got Errol Spence sister. To kick the shits. Y'all hit that like button, shot come in. Hit that like button, shot come in. Devin Blocker, what's going down? Mike Rhymes, Trent, New Jersey, what's going down? Yes, sir, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You know, it ain't the man himself, but we getting closer. You feel me? High DFW man down. You know how we rocking, bro. We all man down around this bitch. You feel me?
Down.
Bro, key man down over there. You feel me?
Yeah.
They know it's team man down around this bitch.
Yeah, they know what it is.
Yeah, it's only right. It's only right. Let y'all boys get on in the building, man. Let y'all get on in the building.
CB Sports TV, what it is.
CB, what it is, champ. CB, congratulations on that beautiful little girl you about to have too. Queen, how you doing, Queen?
When did she do, CB? Blue Blood, what's happening?
Blue, what's going down? Blue, how you feeling, champ?
You just got done watching your show.
Hell yeah. No doubt, bro, no doubt. What's going down? That guy, what's going down?
That guy, what's happening with it? July the 18th. Okay. I'm July the 1st. July the 8th. You got a July baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We got old Errol Spence.
BNB Boxing News, what's happening with it? Phil J508.
Yes,
Big
sir.
Omega Red, what's happening with it, homie? John Kramer, what's happening with it? I see you.
John Kramer, what's going down, bro?
Man, it's gonna be. I can't wait for this fight this weekend, man.
Oh yeah, man, Mighty Mo.
Yeah, man, that shit gonna be action packed. I don't see that going to 12 though.
Me neither, dog.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go.
All right, y'all see the notifications.
And y'all hit that like button when you come in the building. Make sure y'all smash on that like button. You ain't. I got to look at the little odds too. What the odds looking like for that fight?
More than likely, though, they gonna have.
Oh yeah, oh boy.
Ortiz.
He gonna be the favorite. That's for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to see how to.
All right, the Queen just waiting on the link. Let some more people get up in the building before we send it out.
I'm trying to send this. I'm trying to get you share this joint, but it ain't. Share button. You could take your on your Facebook, take it off of go to that the edit and take it off friends to put it on world.
Hold on, say it again, Aki. Hold on, let me finish these out. You say take on Facebook?
Yeah, on your Facebook, go to edit and take it off of where it just say friends can only see it. Take it to put it on everybody. Where I can share it for you.
Yeah, I thought that bitch was like that. Where am I going to do that at though, bro?
Just click that little button on where you posted it on Facebook and just click the little button at the top and just put edit.
Okay, hold on.
BNB Boxing News says side effects are real lethargic, local injection site pain, body aches, 104 fever. He must be talking about that shot. He must be talking about that shot.
Dan B when he got that shot.
That's what he must be talking about, man. I ain't messing with it, dog. My neighbors, they got it. My neighbors, they had all caught COVID, right?
Yeah.
They all caught COVID, and so they ended up getting it, and they was all sick after it. Oh, yeah. He said, yeah, he took it. Yeah, that's what he talking about. He talking about that shot.
Man, I'm hoping you all right, bro.
Yeah. They said they was sick and then they was cool, but some people it affect them more than others, you know. They talking about
brother,
huh?
No, Smooth Groove. Thank you for the donation, my brother. Much love, much appreciated, champ.
They talking about Hagler might have I'm just saying that's the reason why Hagler passed.
Yeah.
That shit, dog. I'm not messing with it, man.
Man, that shit crazy. Gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, man. I feel some type of way about that whole situation, man.
Yeah, to each his own. That's why I say with that shit, people don't be understanding, bro. You never know if you're allergic to something. Like some people might be immune to it. Some people probably just allergic to that shit.
Right. It's like, man, they dropped, you know what I'm saying, the coronavirus on us, and then all of a sudden everybody got to go get vaccinated. Man, that whole situation is just funny to me.
Yeah. So do y'all research and just be careful. You feel me? That's all I can say. Do y'all research and just be careful, fam. But nonetheless, let me go ahead and shoot this invite to the queen. You 30 deep. 30 deep quick too. I appreciate y'all, man. All right. Yo, what's going down? Tell you what's going down, bro.
Tay, what's happening with it?
My brother Condo, thank you so much for the donation. Much love, much appreciated, champ. Fuck that shot. Rest in peace, Hagler. Diddy G at Monty Brown TV. Is your username on Facebook the same? No, it's I think it's Monty Brown, bro. I don't even know what the fuck my name is on Facebook. Hold on, let's see. I don't even be on Facebook like that, bro. I just be on that motherfucker there. Yeah, it's Monty Brown, bro. Just Monty Brown on Facebook.
Blue, man, why they keep lying on my man Wilder? Why they keep lying on him, man? It's like, that shit crazy, man.
They ain't got no choice but to lie on. They ain't got shit else better to do. All right, y'all. The link has been sent out to the queen. Go get Ebo up in this thing. You feel me? Talk a little of this, talk a little of that. Hell yeah, just took the second shot yesterday. Man. How many shots is it, bro?
It's 2.
Oh, it's 2.
Yeah, it's 2 shots.
2 shots is it.
Yeah, so it's 2 shots after that.
Tasty, I just said it best. I ain't got shit else better to do.
Man.
I ain't got shit else better to do. But like we say, time will tell all. You feel me? Time will tell all.
What's happening with it? Yeah, time will tell.
Hey, good ass show too, Blue, man. I appreciate that. Seeing Jaleel tucking over there.
Yeah.
Sounding with Mayweather. Look like he'll be making his pro debut in May, if I'm not mistaken. So much love to him, man. No, Blue always coming through with the exclusives and shit.
The grind don't stop.
The grind don't never stop. Quee say Johnson and Johnson trying to come out with one.
One shot. Yeah. I got stock in Johnson and Johnson. Yeah, I got stock in Johnson and Johnson. If they
Johnson people that make the baby products, right? Oh, they make a lot of shit.
Hey, if Johnson and Johnson get that shot approved, hey man, y'all gonna be like, man, why Key ain't been, man, he out here acting a fool like AB. No.
We didn't say 2.
Yeah.
PGH Big Dog, what's going down? What's going down? But yeah, man, that Wild and I mean that Joshua and Fury info, man, that shit just backwards as hell. They ain't even on the same page, trying to make like they're on the same page.
Right.
One promoter saying one thing, the other one saying another. Miss us with the bullshit. Miss us with the bullshit. Okay, I'm about to send you a friend request on Facebook. All right, I'll check it out.
Omega said Johnson and Johnson had a lawsuit over their cancer-causing lotion. The hell? It's
nowadays,
anything you take or put on your body, it causes something. It's crazy, man.
That's why you need to be doing research and making sure your ass ain't allergic to certain shit. And that's what I'm saying about that shot. That shot can be, it can have some shit up in there that everybody don't react the same. Got different blood streams, all type of shit, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I say with them people, dog, if they not putting themselves in harm's way, if they not rushing to get it, but then somebody, was that you yesterday that said that shit, Key, where you think it's 2 shots? Somebody said that.
That was me. Yeah, I think they got 2 separate shots. We gonna say this for them, and we gonna give y'all this.
Yeah, shit, the good shit in us.
Yeah,
the real Kerr. Ryan Clark, what's going down, bro? Omega say might be the powder, Queen. It was the powder.
Mike Ron said, drink too much water, it'll kill you. Like, for real. Everything you take, do, eat, it's something, man. It's something.
Yeah, buddy. But we do got the fight coming down on Saturday, Key. You know, before Evo jump in, we can talk about it a little bit. You know, Maurice Hooker and motherfucking Virgil Ortiz. You know, the battle with Dallas. I'm very curious. I don't think I looked at the undercard. I don't think the undercard. Oh yeah, Senicia Estrada, she on the undercard too. The little female champion that fought Marlene Esperosa, so she on the undercard. So, you know, looking at Mo and looking at Virgil, like he said, man, I don't think it's going 12.
No,
I don't think it's going 12. As much as I like Maurice Hooker, and he is with Bomac, it's gonna come down to seeing, you know, what we gonna really see if Bomac implemented something different in this game plan. know what I'm saying? We all know he got an offense. He can fight his ass off. You know, Maurice Hooker can fight his ass off. It only comes down to him and his defense problems with me, bro.
Bro.
And even when he get hurt, he like to just try to fight back. And I think that shit will get him in trouble.
They ain't giving Maurice Hooker not a chance in hell to win. They got Virgil Ortiz a negative 1,200 underdog. I mean, 1,200 favorite. That's crazy.
And what's Mo? What's Mighty Mo?
Plus 700. They ain't giving him a chance in hell to win.
That's when you take a chance on right there.
Right, just two. But I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't think he not beating Virgil Ortiz. I mean, Virgil Ortiz to me is better than Ramirez.
I think so as well.
And Ramirez stopped Mo Hooker too. Mo Hooker is just his defense. You know, he could go. He could go now, but his defense ain't there. He get hit too much, too cleanly.
Well, I look at that situation, bro. Like, if you don't get caught up, like you go fight, don't get me wrong. And Virgil Ortiz will sit down and fight with you. You know what I mean? It's gonna come down to the experience of Maurice Hooker. Could he get this young boy past a certain amount of rounds? Because I think his last fight, he went about how many rounds he got his last fight? You know, he got to stop it. I think he went the most rounds he ever won in his last fight, right?
Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah.
He looked good though you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he did go some rounds, but he looked good still.
Uh-huh. Okay, yep. Well, Samuel Vork's got the KO. But what round, man?
Yeah, he fought. That's who he fought last.
Yeah, Samuel Vorkis.
Yeah, because remember they were trying to compare it to when EJ beat
Errol
Samuel
Spence.
Vorkis. Yeah. You think that's a fight we'll ever see? You think we'll ever see Ortiz and Errol Spence? Because Ortiz, he ain't gonna. I see him being at 147 for probably about like 2 more years, 3 at the most.
Yeah, if we do see it, not at 47.
Nah, that's what I'm saying at 54.
Yeah.
I think we might see it at 54.
Virgil Ortiz, he want that fight. He been screaming like he wanted, but Errol got a couple more fights at 47 and he going to 54.
Right.
That's what I'll be looking at. So even with Jerron Ennis, they be all Jerron Ennis and Virgil like they on the crash course with each other. But I don't see no Virgil and Earl getting in there.
Nah. Not no time soon. Shit. What Danny Garcia gonna look like at 154? Hey man, I fuck with Danny, but EJ ran him up out the division. He like said, man, he said, fuck this. I ain't taking no more L's than 154.
But to Danny credit though, he said after the Earl fight, he said he was going to 54.
Yeah.
He said the only fight standing at 47 for is Earl.
I know he had been talking about it for a minute though. He had been talking about it for a minute that he was eventually gonna go to 154. But see, the thing is like it ain't nowhere to hide and run at 154. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That division got a whole lot of smoke. So
I just get when he's saying when I go to 54, I'm gonna be the biggest name in a division and bring more eyes to the division. Like that division is already on fire, bro.
That ain't you. They didn't need you to be the biggest name. But so what is you trying to just go there to? What is you going to 54 for though? Because you talking about being the biggest name, but you ain't who you talking about beating though.
Like you damn shame to go up and beat no motherfucking Jamel Charlo. That's what you thinking.
He ain't gonna beat Charlo. Shit, he might not be able to beat that motherfucking that Brazilian cat Teixeira.
Teixeira, right?
That motherfucking tough.
That motherfucker, like he showed how like he showed me that he was better than I thought he was.
He tough, dog.
Yeah.
I don't. Would you see Danny beating him? It'll be a tough fight. I think it'd be another fight like one of them, like the Mauricio Herrera fight. One of them like real tough, close fights for Danny. Shit.
You know what?
I think he'll be Jared Hurd. I think he might be because they both flat-footed though.
Yeah, I don't know if he beat Jared Hurd.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to outbox him, and Jared Hurd will probably run him down.
Yeah, Zach, I think Jared Hurd will fuck his face up.
Yeah, Jared Hurd will probably run. Yeah. Like, who would he beat?
Look, I'll say this: I will give him a shot against Brian Castano, right? This why though? This why because I look at Brian Castano and his style of fighting. Like Danny said, styles make fights. But being that short, like not being the tallest, not being the longest, and you sit there and Danny range in this little wheelhouse part, I believe they give him a shot. But the tall, rangy motherfuckers, that I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah. Quee say she laughed when Danny said that, talking about he wanted Thurman. Like, how you gonna go to one? Okay, Thurman beat you at 147, right? You moved up from 140 to 147, right? Mm-hmm. And Thurman beat you. Now you want to fight him at another weight class? He's still gonna be bigger than you, whatever weight class it is. Like, how you gonna try to make that man move up to 154? Facts. He beat you. How you gonna try to make him move up to 154 to fight you when he already beat you? And like I said, I've been saying this before the Errol Spence fight. I thought that Keith Thurman beat him more comfortably than I seen anybody beat him, because I felt that the fight. Did you ever go back and watch the fight with him and Sean Porter, with Danny and Sean?
I watched that fight multiple times.
Right. He gave Sean Porter some problems. You know what I'm saying? He hit Sean Porter with some shit in that fight.
He landed more clean shots. Yeah,
he was landing some clean shit on Sean Porter. Now, Sean Porter did win, but that fight was a lot closer than the Keith Thurman fight. Now, they did score the Keith Thurman fight a split decision. I didn't see that it was a split decision. I thought that Keith Thurman comfortably beat him. Yeah, he gave up some, rounds during the last second half of the fight, but Keith Thurman was just outboxing him comfortably to me.
That's not in the Sean Porter and Thurman fight, right? That's when Danny Garcia proved to me that he was a full-fledged welterweight, bro. Because Porter did not move him. You know what I mean? Right. Like he had his moments where he was being active, but he never moved Danny around the ring like that. Danny held his own. Like I say, he landed the cleanest shots. I scored Porter winning the fight. I thought Porter edged it out. But I can see where people thought that Danny won the fight because the cleanest punches was clearly landed by Danny Garcia.
Danny was hitting him with some shit, dog.
Yeah, but he let Porter be more active, bro. He let Porter be more active because when Danny was being first, he was winning those rounds. But when he was sitting back waiting, that's when he started losing.
Yeah. And man, you see all them hooks that Porter was running into, though.
Hell yeah.
That's when I was like, man, Porter tough because he was eating them hooks from Danny. And Danny, like you said, Danny was landing a lot of clean shots on Sean Porter. Now, in the Keith Thurman fight, Keith Thurman started moving and started boxing him, but Keith Thurman wasn't getting hit with them clean shots like Porter was by Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? But he's not. See, I think he probably can beat Keith Thurman now because Keith Thurman ain't been on his shit like that.
Uh-huh. Oh, wait a minute.
J.A. Dixon, what's happening with it, homie? He say Danny should just do a behind the scenes film on boxing or embrace his new role as a gatekeeper. Dang, you gonna do Danny like that? I think Danny still got a lot left in him, though, man. He just, I don't know, man. He still got a lot left in him. I think with Danny, it's more so he fighting spurts. And remember, I was telling you, Money, I said, watch Danny train. I said, watch how he trained, because he trained in spurts. If y'all ever go watch Danny, how he trained, he kind of, you know what I'm saying? He fights in spurts because that's how he trained. He trained in spurts. If you go watch him when he trained.
Facts.
And that have a lot to do with a lot of people saying, well, he's not, you know, if he just threw more punches, that's how he trained. You know, it's gonna come out in the fight.
That's how I look at it as well, bro. But I don't know. Danny at 147, bro. I mean, sorry, at 154, it ain't really hitting like that. Because I don't really see him being a threat to the you know, major players. But then again, I ain't gonna count his ass out. I ain't gonna count him out.
What you think a fight between him and Lara look like? I think that's a good fight because you got a guy in Lara that used to be a motherfucking mover. Like he used to be a swift, you know, fast. But Lara don't really fight like that no more. Lara, he'll sit in the pocket with your ass a lot more now. So I think that'll be a good fight.
Them legs kind of going down on his ass.
Huh?
Them legs kind of going down on his ass. The age
and you know, like I said, he sit in the pocket a lot more. And Lara, you know, he got power, but he don't got no power like that to really hurt Danny. You see what I'm saying? So I think it'll be a good fight. Like I said, I would favor Lara, but it'll be a good fight. And that's a fight that Danny could win. Like I said, I favor Lara, but see, y'all gotta understand that Lara don't move around like that no more. It's kind of like when you watch when you watch Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? People was used to Rigondeaux being real slick and moving a lot in the ring. Rigondeaux, he don't move no more. He stand out there and bang with your ass.
That ain't the Canelo Lara that y'all remember. Like for the time catching up with him, and then we got to remember on the Michael Turns belly saying was going down, Kane. We got to remember as well, right? We seen a lot of them dudes go down. So they chin been touched. Feel me? Their chin has been touched. Cassandra was going down. Quinn said, "Hey, money KT, I'm gonna buy y'all a Danny. Let's see y'all."
I fuck with it. I fuck with Danny.
I'm not wearing that shit.
Hey, I fuck with. I ain't wearing them pajamas he came out with. I don't know what this shit is.
I'm gonna frame it and put it on the wall.
I fuck with Danny because you know what gave me more respect for Danny is, first of all, he didn't fight everybody, dog. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they had to pull some teeth to give him the fight Sean Porter and to give him the fight Errol Spence, but he eventually did it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fight all of them. He got a stellar resume at 140 and 147, right?
Yeah.
And you know what really made me respect him is that, see, Danny always had an excuse. Every time he lost, when he lost against Keith Thurman, he had an excuse. Like, dog, you know you lost that motherfucking fight. When he lost against Sean Porter, he had an excuse, which I think that was a closer fight, but you still didn't win. But he gave Errol Spence his respect. You know, he was like, hey, even that, and his pops was mad that he did it too. Go back and look at the press conference. He gave EJ his respect and was like, you know, he was just a better man. He was a lot better than I thought he was. You know, his jab was a lot better than I thought it was. And, you know, he was just a better man. His daddy didn't want to hear that shit, dog.
That's about that motherfucker pissed off at Danny. But like I say, Danny got a chin, bro. We don't know if he's going to be a little stronger at 154. Who knows? All I know is he said he want to be a 3-division world champion. And I can't get pissed off at him. If you want to go try his luck, let him go try his luck. You feel like he done everything he can do at 147. He fought all the top players. Like we say, the only way he didn't fight was Bud Crawford. That's it. That's the only kid he didn't fight was Terrence Bud Crawford. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
And Bob didn't want to come up off the right amount of money for him. So we know how that go. You know what I'm saying?
Ryan Clark said what'd he say? He said J-Rock will beat the shit out of Danny. I wouldn't even say all that. I think that's another good matchup because see, y'all got to think. Danny got a chin. So certain styles, if you're a fighter that's gonna stand in front of Danny like that, he got a chance of beating you. You know, he have a problem with slick boxers that's gonna move. If and J-Rock ain't got the strongest chin. Danny fuck around and catch J-Rock with one of them goddamn no-look hooks with some steam on that bitch. And so that ain't just no gimme. You know what I'm saying? J-Rock is real chinny.
Not just J-Rock, shit. We seen Tony Harrison go down?
I think Tony Harrison to box the shit out of him though.
I don't know though, but
Tony Harrison can box money. That motherfucker.
Nah, no doubt. But he gasses as well though. So if Danny can get to his body, you feel me, and cut the ring, you know. But the length and the height, we'll probably play a little bit on Danny. But that's what. But he always can box, but he always get complacent as well. He just always get complacent. So
Danny need to, Danny need to give a Blu-ray. If Danny got a Blu-ray, I think that the shape that Blu-ray could get Danny in, it'll pick his activity level up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of his main things. Is not all, people say he ain't got no footwork and all of that. But see, him not having footwork, he got real quick reflexes when it comes to counterpunching. He just fighting spurts. If Danny had a hell of a gas tank to where he started training differently to where he don't gotta fight in spurts like that, I think he'll be dangerous, man. He'll be dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the conditioning where he don't let his damn hands go. Right, Blu-ray will get him better conditioning. I just think that's his damn style, bro. He be sitting back waiting for that damn counter shot too much. You know what I mean? Be waiting for that counter shot. You need a motherfucker that's gonna be active to give you what you're looking for. But like I said, somebody like Tony Harrison who go box, that motherfucker jab the shit out you all day. All day, because that jab was beautiful against fucking Cholo. And Cholo got a damn chin as well. But dude, then he got that style of pressure that Cholo be bringing, going to try to get it. You know what I mean? Because you have to go get it for Tony Harrison ass. Jerry Hurd when he got it, Cholo when he got it, Willie Nelson got his ass at the end, but you got to go get it with that motherfucker. He ain't gonna give it to you.
He don't want to fight no Charlo. I don't believe he really want to fight no Charlo.
But shit, if he go up,
that'd be a good fight though. See, any of these fights that we talking about will be great fights to see for the fans, because at the end of the day, man, Danny Garcia got a hell of a chin. You know what I'm saying? And Danny Garcia ain't finna lay down for nobody. So ain't none of these dudes gonna be favored to stop Danny Garcia. I done seen Danny when I seen Keith Thurman hit Danny Garcia and spent his whole motherfucking body up, man, he almost flipped him and he stood up.
Hey, Shayna was going down, beautiful queen. How you doing?
What's going on with you, Queen Shayna?
Yeah, when Thurman caught that boy up that shot, bro, he caught him, man, and he tried to finish his ass, but he couldn't. But after that, he never hit him with that shot again. Like, he hit him with some shots, but he never hit him with that shot that hurt him. You know what I'm saying? And Thurman ass can crack.
Right.
Thurman can crack, bro. That motherfucker got some power. That motherfucker got some power. So I don't think them boys at 147, besides Charlo, in my opinion, and maybe not even Charlo, they could. I ain't gonna say they can't put him down, but knock him out. You know what I'm saying? And so then he can stand on his own shit, bro. It's just about, is he gonna get the W? That's the only thing it'll come down to. Can you get the W? Can you fight good enough to get the W? Oh, we got the queen in the building. Device not connecting. Y'all watch she connect that situation.
Ryan Clark said he thinks Jamel gonna try to stop Danny. Oh yeah, Jamel, he gonna try to stop anybody he get in the ring with. You know what I'm saying? Jamel, he ain't getting in the ring with you to let you go 12 rounds. If he get you up out of there, well, you better believe he gonna try to get you up out of there.
Say I said it.
Mike Ryan said, huh?
Then he would not get through the workout that Blu-ray will put him through. You never know, bro. They don't do no drugs or nothing.
Yeah. Right. A lot of motherfuckers won't get through that workout.
Right. You ain't got to get through the entire workout. But as long as you can get through 50% of that motherfucker, you'll be better than what you was your last fight.
My sister, she be following Blu-ray real heavy. You know, she workout ass. She be following Blu-ray stuff real heavy.
Yeah, Blu-ray little situation be on. This shit be on point. He be doing some shit I ain't never seen before.
Yeah, he do, man. I seen this one workout he did. I seen this one workout he did, man. I was tired and so watching it.
Yeah.
God,
that be doing some shit. I see why them fighters be running away from his ass.
Yeah, real talk.
Real. But if you can master that shit, not even master, if you can get through it, it's gonna show in that ring.
Cause man, you know me, I love to work out, but man, some of that shit he was doing, dog, I was like, man, shit, I was like, this dude, yeah, he on another level. So this dude crazy as hell.
Yeah, brother, do all that shit, bro.
No parts of that.
You gotta really want to be in some shape.
Yeah, like man.
Say DSG can fight. Yes, sir, he can, bro. At 154, we'll see, dog. I still think, let me see, but this is the thing with Danny too, though. Like, who want to see a rematch with Sean or Thurman? You know what I mean? Like, people want to see him fight Bud because people, they be straight discrediting Danny like a motherfucker, bro. And that's the crazy part. That's like I said, when I was over there listening, Danny and Earl weren't good enough for pay-per-view. But if Danny would have fought Bud and they put it on pay-per-view, I bet you their ass would have been happy as fuck for that shit.
They would have been happy as hell and not bought this shit. It would go and not paid for.
Boxing Nation, no doubt, bro, no doubt. Much love to you, fam. He said, thanks for putting on for Dallas, bro. I fuck with Dallas. My bro Keith fuck with Dallas as well.
Already.
Gotta get out there to Dallas. Yeah, we gotta get out there to Dallas. Man, Evo having problems with the thing. Hold on, she texted me, man. StreamYard be janky for some people the first time they're using it.
What you send it to her?
I sent it to her.
Probably try to send it to her email. Sometimes okay, you got.
Okay. So we go go. She said she'll be home in 30 minutes, y'all. But she said she's trying to do it from her phone, but she gonna log in from her laptop.
You probably have to send it to her email. If she ain't never logged down before, you gotta send it to her email.
Well, she's saying she driving to the crib now because she's gonna do it from the phone. But she said she'll be home in 30. So yeah, so we can just get the show going there. When she pop in, we rock it out from there. But yeah, though, Key, let's talk about this Wilder and Fury situation, son, bro. I mean, because I think they came out again, right? I think it was Frank Warren came out saying he don't know what's going down. Blood and Bone was going down, bro. It's going down. Or maybe it's my boob. So I think they came out again like they don't understand why. You know what I mean? They coming out with this information because it's mind-boggling to them. You know what I'm saying? So as we all say, if you've been following this situation, you've been knowing what's been going on with Fury, with motherfucking Fury and Anthony Joshua, right? Eddie Hearn has been telling us the same shit. You know, the fight going to be announced. The fight going to be announced. The fight going to be announced. Okay, you've been telling us the same shit. Now, okay, we just signed a contract, so the fight is announced. So, if you remember, Key, this is the same thing Deontay Wilder had a problem with Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua when he accepted $15 million to fight. Give me a date and give me a venue. They never came up with a date and a venue, bro. Never came up with a date and a venue. You feel me? These fighters are not stupid, bro. They not dumb. They know if they put their name to a sheet of paper, your ass is locked in. You locked in. Regardless if the fight happened now, tomorrow, or next year, you are locked in and you're obligated, you know what I mean, to carry out what's up on that contract. So now, right, Tyson Fury saying, give me a date and a venue, and they can't come up with shit. They can't come up with nothing. On the simple fact of, right, they don't have the money. They don't have the money that they're looking for. They don't want to put their own money in the pot. You know what I'm saying? And then they trying to really hold it out because the money that you receive, how are you going to pay that back? And not only that, where is our cut? Like, we can get the money for the fighters, right? Okay, Fury get his, Anthony Joshua get his. But where's the back end money for us, the promoters, to fill our coffers? For the motherfucking sponsors who putting the money up for the fight, right? And where's the live gate and where's the tickets and where's the fans going to be? Because pay-per-view alone ain't going to pay back what y'all trying to get and what y'all trying to get the fighters, bro. You feel me? So once again, they trying to play motherfucking mind tricks and do all this smoke and mirrors and shit. But they really ain't got shit set up for real, bro. They really don't have shit set up for real. And they trying to keep this shit hot and going. They try to keep what can I say? Keep momentum and keep fire on Fury and Joshua because of what Fury came out and said, what Bob Erm came out and said. Now, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but Frank Warren came out and said some shit. You know what I mean? So Eddie Hearn is over there. He trying to run some shit. He running game, and he ain't really got no play. He ain't really got no play, so he's just talking. So, and I'm always say this, I'm continue to say this. Until I hear the bell go ding ding, until I hear both of them boys get inside that ring and the blows get thrown, I don't believe that fight is gonna happen next. I just don't believe it's gonna happen next. I still believe Wilder is playing a big part. Shouts out to Tay for always keeping the trail and keeping us informed on what's going on without spilling too much of the beans, but really giving us the real facts. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that shit gonna be next. They can miss me with that bullshit until I see, like I say, the bell go ding and they throwing punching each other in the fucking face, bro. I don't think that fight going down next. What's your thoughts on it, Key?
Ryan Clark, hell no, he ain't took no step aside money. And that's the thing, man. They've been coming out with lies about Wilder ever since last year. You know, and this news that y'all hearing, oh, they signed the fight finally gonna happen. They both signed the contracts. That shit is all damage control. Like I said yesterday, you know what I'm saying? That shit all damage control. Because when Fury came out with what he said recently, right? When he said that he was probably gonna be fighting Wilder, told everybody that, you know what I'm saying, don't bet on me fighting Joshua next, because that's not imminent. I don't know what's going on, and I don't think nothing going down with that right now. I'm probably gonna be fighting Wilder next. When he came out and said that, right? They knew, right? Because he said it. The news came out on Friday, right? So they knew if they let that shit linger on too long, that it was gonna blow up, and they was gonna have to answer all of them fucking questions. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why did you lie? Why did y'all tell us that the fight was already damn near done? And now Tyson Fury's coming out saying this. So what they did, you know what I'm saying, because the story came out on Friday. The weekend, they're like, okay, the weekend you got the fights and all of that, you know, people gonna be, but come Monday, we got a whole bunch of shit to answer. So what they did is they tackled that story, right? It's called damage control. They tackled the story. They came in, and if y'all read the article says that they agreed to terms, right? And they said that they ain't even say that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua signed it, right? They said that they believed their signatures was on there, right? So them agreeing to terms, they at the same spot that they was before Tyson Fury came out with that goddamn news saying that he might fight Wilder. That don't mean nothing. And another thing, man, people running with this and all excited, right? Won't read in between the lines, right? Won't comprehend what they read. And another thing is like, right, if this deal was gonna be made, right? He said that shit on Friday, right? So they would have been having a talk and let Tyson Fury know, right? Before he came out with that interview, hey, look, you know, we real close to a deal within the next couple days. Now, if there was anywhere close to a deal, Tyson Fury would have been on it before he did his fucking interview. Use some common sense. They ain't just all of a sudden fucking wake up on the weekend. Yep, we got a deal done. Come on, man. That's that fuck shit, you know, that they trying to put out. They doing damage control because they know everybody gonna run with it, because they want, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just want to know that Deontay Wilder ain't gonna get his chance. Even if they know the news ain't true, they just gonna run with it so they can have some shit to, you know, he ha ha. Oh, Wilder, what's Wilder gonna do now? Ha ha, Wilder. Man, that's all that shit is about. Like I said, if that was the case, Tyson, you don't think Tyson Fury the fighter? You don't think he would have known that they was real close to having a deal? Come on, bro. These motherfuckers, some of y'all need to use common sense.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna be the last one to know. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be the last one to know. And then how they get his name on, and you know his name ain't on no signature, because like I said, he just did an interview Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So how he got his name on the signature? That's why if you read the article, read how it's worded. Read the article how it's worded. You got that article in front of you?
Nope, I can pull that bitch up though. But
yeah, read the article, man, because they be tripping me out with this shit, man. Because every time on all these Facebook groups, that's all you hear.
They got a couple articles. Let me make sure I find the right one. Like
yeah,
this
I think I might have. I had it yesterday. I think I erased it out of my phone. Because when I seen the article, I made sure I read it, you know, carefully. I don't just look at no shit that somebody post up and go off of that. And a lot of people, they don't go fact check for themselves. They'll just go see a post on social media or something, and then they just run with that shit.
Not only that though, bro. Like this man tomorrow, he sent this whole fucking team home.
Right.
He sent this team home. My brother Knockout was going down, bro. He sent
Knockout,
this team home.
what's happening?
Lori was going down, Queen. Drop that link, Lori. You know what I mean? So you telling me he gonna be able to just now that this back, now he can just snap back into it and get back to training like he wanted to.
Right.
That shit.
Man, they so full of shit. And another thing, right, is people want to talk about everything, but the fact is Eddie Hearn has a history of doing shit like this. Eddie Hearn has a history. Just go back and look at what he was doing with the Wilder situation when Wilder and Anthony Joshua was trying to negotiate to fight, right? He do this type of shit. Eddie Hearn is a mastermind when it comes to this.
I'm trying to make sure I find the right one.
I think Knockout on vacation. I think he on vacation.
Yeah. I'm just gonna read this to y'all though, just so y'all can hear some of this shit.
I might. Let me see if I still got it, money. If I thought let me see if I might still have.
This ain't the one that this ain't the one that you read. Y'all go, if y'all in here, y'all on Facebook, y'all make sure y'all click that link, right? And go follow Loyalty Promotion and Boxing, the boxing group over on Facebook, man. The hottest boxing group on Facebook. Show some love to the queen. I mean, go up in there, be respectful, right? But post in there, man, and enjoy the site. You got plenty of fighters in there, you know what I mean? Women and male, young and old, up and coming. You know, you might find one of your favorite fighters, bro. So show some love over there on Facebook. I'm pretty sure it's 48 people in here, 47 minus her. You know, I know some of y'all probably signed up, and, you know, majority of y'all have a Facebook page. Like so, my man just sent me a fucking friend request. So y'all show some love, man.
I got it right here, money. So it says, right, with the terms of the deal agreed upon, right? So they agreed on the terms. So when they do, right, it says the terms of the deal now agreed. Now, if you know what that means, the term, see, that's why you got to read and comprehend the terms of the deal. All they did was agreed on when we do have a deal. These are going to be the terms, right? So when we do have a fight, when we do get a deal, right? These are going to be the terms. You're going to get this much. I'm going to get this much. The ring size is going to be this, all of that, right? The terms of the deal was agreed upon, right? It says now that they did agree upon the terms of the deal, right? Offers from prospective sites. Now they can solicit. Now they can go out and try to get, like, you know, see who want to offer them the money for the fight. They ain't even have no money offered for the fight yet, right? Now they got to go and see, okay, we got to, do shopping. Who going to offer us the money for the fight? They ain't got shit done. And then it also says, right? It also says that right here it says the signatures came in on Saturday, a provision of service agreement. It says whose signatures are believed to include Fury and Joshua. They don't even know if Fury and Joshua's signature is on it. It says whose signatures are believed to include. So all that shit is Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum doing some fucking damage control. Yeah, PLG. Yeah, it's wordplay. You know what I'm saying? But they know half of these fans is fool enough to go run with that shit and believe it. That's why I say when you hear some shit, before you go run with shit, go look at the article, read the article yourself. Now they got ESPN. I think I heard Max Kellerman. Who was I watching? Said, Blue said Max was saying something about the shit. Like, come on, talking about Deontay Wilder must have then took step aside money and all of that. Coming out with fake news after fake news. Damage control. That's all it is, though. But as far as being Eddie Hearn, he's smart. Eddie Hearn is smart because he's just playing with your emotions. He knows it's gonna work, so he gonna stall, and don't be surprised when they stall, right? And then Eddie Hearn, he good with this type of shit. He'll come up with a great excuse, right? He'll come up with a great excuse, and don't be surprised when he come up with a great excuse, and then Fury fuck around and announce that he fighting Wilder.
Facts, bro. Facts. But that's the thing with Eddie Hearn, like that motherfucker trying to keep Anthony Joshua relevant no matter what. He trying to keep Anthony Joshua relevant no matter what, bro. So he gonna throw these type of things out there. Like I say, especially Fury come out and say what he say 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever the day was. Now all of a sudden, in that little short period of time, everything just goes smooth as playing. Especially
24 hours.
24 hours.
They said this so-called, whatever they signed, right? The terms, right? They said this was signed on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Fury did his interview once again on Friday. Or at the earliest he did it was on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It came out on Friday.
Thanks.
So you mean
motherfucker just trying to save face, bro. So like I said, until I see fuck pen and paper, until I hear the bell go ding and they get into the ring, I ain't believing that shit. I ain't believing that shit because Fury didn't say it's some background shit that's going on. Like, man, Fury, he ain't the type. Like, once his ass get frustrated, he gonna tell all the truth.
Right.
He gonna tell all the truth. He ain't the type to sit back and go along with a game plan or some shit like that because his mental, it ain't built like that. He ain't got that man capacity to try to fuck the people over for too long before even fucking himself over and fucking up whatever plan that they got going on. You know what I mean? Even with getting on our time about what Dan Cunningham did, I don't even think he's supposed to say that shit. But Dan, my boy, like you weren't supposed to say that shit. But that motherfucker, he can't keep shit to himself, bro. So with that being said, like that motherfucker's telling you the truth. He's telling you he back drinking, right? However many pints you need to put in a big ass 6.5 pints. Right, 12 pints, right? Motherfucker need 12 40 ounces you need to suck down before, before he even reach the level you want to get to, right? He's the mental shit starting to fuck with him. And I guess if boxing or whatever it is, if it's the fucking training or whatever you say to keep his mental capacity on point and not worrying about all the bullshit, that shit wearing on him. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I ain't believing shit them people talking about, bro.
It ain't got nothing to do with no Anthony Joshua fight. What's wearing on his motherfucking mental is that shit he know he gonna have to go through with Wilder.
Exactly.
He know he gonna have to fight Wilder again, and he know he gonna have to maybe see him in court after that.
After that, you feel me?
Shit. That's what's wearing on him.
Yeah, that shit catching back up to his ass. Yeah, that shit catching back up to his ass now. So I say everything done in the door will come to the light. right? So all you motherfuckers that shitted on Wilder, or he's just talking, or he's not talking, all this and that, right? Y'all can try to take this and try to spin it y'all way all y'all want to, but at the end of the day, you got to wait to everything come to play. Everything will come full circle. And with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, it ain't looking too hot because their team is not on the same page. I'm sorry to tell y'all, bro. They is not on the same page. One person saying one thing, another man saying another, and not only that, another man saying another. So if you got three motherfuckers that supposed to be three big time players in the game, you feel me? Something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right. And y'all not gonna come out and saying that a fight is put together without having a venue, right? And not having a date. You know what I mean? Without having a venue, without having a date. How much would it mean to you guys to see Wilder whoop Fury? I don't know what you on to see what you're doing. I don't know if that's what you're trying to figure out. It ain't what it's gonna mean to us, it's what it's gonna prove. It don't matter what it means, it's what it's gonna prove about Fury. Fuck meaning anything. You know what I'm saying? It's what it's gonna prove to show all these motherfuckers that's running around here, right? That's capping for a known cheater, knowing he's a cheater, one giving a fuck about him at all, right? Nobody was searching for Tyson Fury. Nobody, not even the fucking UK fans themselves. You weren't hearing nothing. Oh, Fury need to get back. Oh, Fury is this. Oh, they don't want to see Fury. Wait till Tyson Fury come back. Oh, these guys can't do this. Fury is the real heavyweight champ. Nobody wasn't putting anything out there about Tyson Fury. Nobody was searching for Tyson Fury until Deontay Wilder went and rejuvenated his fucking career. You know what I mean? Until he fought the man that's supposed to be, he's a nobody. He haven't fought anybody. He ain't a big star. He ain't this, he ain't that. But after Fury fight him twice, Fury the hottest thing ever. Arguably, y'all want to put him as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. You feel me? For what? For what? See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it ain't what we want, it's what it's gonna prove about this motherfucker that everybody think is just so holy now. Just so holy and just, oh man, he's just everything. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? I ain't giving a fuck about what Tyson Fury got going on. I don't give a fuck. Only thing I want is Deontay Wilder 2, get his rematch, right? Knock his ass out, then do whatever you got to do to his ass after that, you know what I mean? To get his glory back. You know what I mean? So people can put the respect back on his name that they not gonna really do. They still gonna find excuses, bro.
You know, the thing that's funny to me, right, is these motherfuckers will scream that Wilder ain't shit. He the worst heavyweight ever. He this, and that, right?
Uh-huh.
But then Fury go beat him, and Fury's fucking God. So if Wilder wasn't shit, and Fury beat him, how does that make Fury? You know what I'm saying? Well, Fury ain't beat nobody then if Wilder wasn't shit. Exactly. See, that's how y'all contradict and lie on yourself. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They be saying shit that they don't even believe themselves. Because if Wilder the worst heavyweight ever, he ain't shit, why does it mean anything that he beat Wilder then? You see what I'm saying?
This motherfucker all time great.
They sound ignorant, man. But
all time great for beat nobody.
Right. He gonna have to run it back, and it's gonna be on the even playing field.
Feel me? And that's what he's afraid of. That's what's in the back of his motherfucking head.
Right.
That's
you know what I'm saying? All that shit he talk, that's an act. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. He got all them type of mental health issues, and I'm not talking about nobody that have mental health issues because it's a serious problem to have. But all of the issues that he got, it lets you know one thing, money, right? All of that shit is a facade. He doesn't have confidence in himself. What they told you when Nicholas Asbury caught the motherfucking weights in his gloves, right? And he confronted him about it. They told you, well, we just want him to have confidence. You know what I'm saying? We put the weights in there so he can have confidence in his punching power. Bro, they talk, but when we get to talking about this, they look over all of this, all of the info. That lets you know The man ain't got no confidence in himself. Yeah, he a hell of a fighter. He can fight, right? But what y'all think of him might not be what he think of himself, right? So when he looking down that motherfucking the other side of that ring against a killer like Wilder, and then he know he got to go in there with him again after being, on the canvas twice, and don't know how he got up from the last knockdown in the first fight. You think he confident in himself? A man that already have confidence issues? Come on, man. Please. That man ain't confident in himself.
Then, not only that, they supposed to say he's this all this mental health issue and all this shit, but we ain't never heard about it being checked into nothing or being diagnosed with nothing or none of that shit. So he just magically worked himself through the situations and things like that. So once a man has dropped you twice, there's a limit to how confident you can be against him. I agree that confidence is a facade.
Yeah, that's all that shit he be doing, man. It's a facade, man. And like I said, I had a chance to be around Tyson Fury, and if you ask Tyson Fury some shit, right? And this is my personal experience with him, so I know if you ask Tyson Fury some shit that he don't want to answer, the way that y'all see him acting, that's exactly what he do. He'll just say some outrageous shit. He'll say some outrageous shit, like I jack off 7 times a day. Like he'll just, what I'm saying, and get people to laughing, and then you forgot that you just asked him some serious shit, but he done made you forget about it because
made the whole interview uncomfortable within a month.
Yeah, so he know how to play that shit,
I was like, he done made the shit so uncomfortable. Yeah, oh, hold on, what next question I want to ask this motherfucker?
Yeah, right. He does that. That's what he do, and so it's all a facade, He know what he doing.
I don't give a fuck how crazy he trying to play or how crazy he think he is. You get your ass in that ring for a third time, your ass going to sleep. Period. You going to sleep. That's why I be hearing all these people talking about what Wilder need to do, what he need to get better at. Man, Wilder don't need to do nothing to get better at nothing. All he need to do is get that motherfucker on an even playing field, and everything else to take care of itself. He can't beat Wilder, period. He can't beat him. So I ain't finna go in there talking about, well, he might have cheated, but, the punches still landed, and he still got hit with this, and he still got, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Because them punches, even if they landed, and they ain't have whatever the fuck he had in them gloves, or what he took out of them gloves, them punches wouldn't never done shit, just like the first fight. The first fight, he didn't stop Wilder from coming forward. Wilder continued to come forward, and he was hitting him. Hitting him with everything he got. It didn't stop him from coming forward. So now all of a sudden in the second fight, this motherfucker just drove motherfucking Tyson and Wilder power out of nowhere. And then do
your whole career ain't went bitten like that, right? You ain't had it ain't like it was just okay. Well, he looked kind of, in the first Wilder fight. No, your whole motherfucking career, you ain't been able to bust a grape, right? Crazy. Your whole career. Right, that's just like Tim Bradley coming on a comeback and he knocking everything out, bro.
Probably my nod some goddamn body.
You know what I'm saying? Your whole career, you ain't had no power.
Just crazy, bro. Just crazy. People overlook it, like it don't mean nothing. Oh well, but ain't no ands and buts.
He was 280 pounds. Well, shit, he been bigger than that before.
Right. Why didn't he say something to the referee looking ass nigga? Motherfucker, we in her fight. I'm not knowing this motherfucker cheating over here. You feel me? So at the end of the day, bro, something just ain't right with that.
Stop. Hey, ref, man, check his gloves, man. He hit harder than he did last time.
Right, bro. Say the most dumbest shit in the world, bro.
Like I said, me personally, I'm not saying that the man had nothing in his gloves, but I know he didn't have his fists where they were supposed to be in them fucking gloves. I know that he didn't have no padding in his motherfucking gloves. I can see that.
That's my situation, bro.
I can see he ain't had no padding in this shit.
Taking extra padding out the gloves, like I said on another video, it can still feel like you got egg weights in that motherfucker because you're punching me with knuckles.
Man, if y'all, that's what I'm saying, money. You need to fuck with that bare knuckle boxing. Them cats be going at it, dog.
Break
I'm
my
talking about.
face in. Say break my goddamn face in.
Yeah, and like how Wilder had that dent. That's that shit from bare knuckles.
That's what I'm
Man,
saying.
you gotta that if y'all ever watch that bare knuckle boxing pay-per-views that come on, y'all need to watch it. That shit be lit. But the thing about it is they face, dog, the damage to their face, it be on a whole nother level than what you see in boxing with gloves on. Dog,
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like they ain't even gonna survive from that shit.
And that's what I really believe, bro. That's what, like, my true feelings is that nigga took padding out of the gloves and he was cracking Wilder with nothing but hard ass knuckles, bro. Like hard ass knuckles taping guards, bro. That shit can feel like whatever something in the gloves, dog. And that's how I really feel, Key. That's why when you said that shit about the burn knuckles, and you look at Wilder and you can look at Bronner, you can just see how swollen their face is, right? That ain't from no regular damn gloves. Your face been swollen like that, bro. Your face looks sore from your ass, like you out there fighting with bare fucking knuckles, like bare fists. And they can't take that shit back, dog. They can't take it back. You know what I mean? So I just want Wilder to come out on top.
Like with like when AB was getting hit with them motherfucking thin ass gloves from Madonna. Man, you see the look on AB face, man. He was like squinting and yawning and shit. Like, God,
feeling that shit, dog.
This shit hurt.
Feeling that shit. That shit don't feel good, man. Yeah, punching your motherfucking face with burnt knuckles. For real. Beat a motherfucker senseless like that, man. For real, dog. And people just want to overlook that shit. Fuck out of here. Deshaun, a true Cowboy fan, will get. I told you, Key. Boy, would have loved to Cowboy. Yeah, but let's talk about this a little bit too. And I know we're talking about these two toppers, and they the main two toppers in boxing shit. Wilder and Fury and Spence and Crawford. But I'm starting to see people shit on Errol Spence and shitting on his resume, bro. Shitting on his resume, dog. To the point they discrediting Danny Garcia. They discrediting Sean Porter.
Shit could sound crazy, man.
What's in say? Money P. Curl, yeah. I fuck with P. Curl a long way too, dog. I like P. Curl. But
shit.
They want to shit on fucking Errol resume now, bro. Like, it's so crazy. Errol Spence and Danny Garcia wasn't pay-per-view worthy. Why? Because Errol went out there and whooped his ass like he did. Yeah, I gotta understand, bro. They are making Errol Spence a fucking pay-per-view attraction. Right? They're making him a pay-per-view attraction. Now, of course, he's not doing Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao numbers. You know what I mean? He ain't getting there yet. But he's getting himself to that status to where you continue to fight on pay-per-view and the names are getting bigger and bigger, right? And hopefully you could get there to 1 million pay-per-view buys and things of that nature. But just because you're not getting 1 million pay-per-view buys, don't mean you're not having success on pay-per-view. You feel me, Key? It doesn't mean that you're not having success on pay-per-view. You got a certain number that's like you plan out what number you want to hit. You got a number that you want to hit. And they number for a showtime. Steven Espinosa would always say the number is 200,000. Right? The number is 200,000. But we can sell 200,000. That's a good pay-per-view. Errol Spence has gone over 200,000 3 times in a row. Arguably fit to be his fourth. So when I sit back and I see you Negroes always want to compare, oh, he ain't no Floyd Mayweather. Oh, we know what big pay-per-view numbers look like to be a pay-per-view star. Well, you still can't shit on this man being on pay-per-view, right? And his numbers doing what they are. They over Bud Crawford pay-per-view numbers. So y'all pissed off that Bud Crawford ain't no pay-per-view, but Errol Spence is. You feel me? So the shit that they be saying, bro, it be pathetic to me. It'd be pathetic. Oh, I ain't buying no goddamn Errol Spence pay-per-view. I don't give a damn. Him and Danny wasn't worth it, but I promise you, if it was Danny and Bud, and Bud got him on pay-per-view, and Bud went out there and beat Danny in a one-sided fight, You Negroes would be jumping for joy. Oh, it was so worth it, bro. And this is what we mean by Terrence Boy Crawford. His skill set is just this. Why the PBC boys don't want to fight him. Look what he did. Nobody did that to Danny Garcia. Not Sean, not Keith. Bud did it. But when Errol go out there and beat him, oh, he's supposed to do that. Oh, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to beat him. What has Danny done? Like, man, it'd be so crazy, dog. It'd be so crazy. They always want to bring up, you know, we real boxing fans. Y'all not really real boxing fans. Y'all just fans. We real boxing fans. We want to see the best versus the best. But last time I checked, Danny Garcia was the top 5 welterweight. Right? He was a top 5 welterweight. And Errol Spence went out with a top 5 welterweight on fucking pay-per-view and did good numbers. Did good numbers. And y'all can't get credit for it. Did good numbers with Sean Porter. Y'all can't get credit for it. Did good numbers with Mikey Garcia. He can't get credit for it. Right? Oh, man. Them fights should be on regular television. It'd have done so much more better. Okay, how do you know that? How do you know? Would he have gotten the money that he got for the pay-per-view fight that he got on the regular television? You don't know, dog. That's why it's called taking a gamble and going out there and believing in yourself. Believing in yourself. Because if we go see what what they had the numbers set at to be an okay pay-per-view sale, like I said, Steven Espinoza always talking about 200,000. But you got cats out there that get pissed off. Or y'all want a pocket watch. We don't care how much they get paid. They not paying my rent. They not. You should just want the fight, motherfucker. We do just want the fight. But before the fight, business got to get handled. And just because we talking about the business, right? Just because we saying one man is winning on the business side and we talking about it, you shouldn't be pissed off about that shit. Because you can't win that battle. Because you want to have a battle about it, but you know you can't win it, right? So now it's a bullshit battle, and we need to stop pocket watching things of that nature, right? So when I just see a bunch of motherfuckers up there hating on a man like that, it just shows me, dog. It just shows me that people are hating and discrediting because they don't like the man. It ain't that, oh, Errol being too cocky or his ego or this, that, and the third. Y'all just don't like the man for whatever reason. Y'all ain't even got no reason not to like the man. No reason at all. Man giving y'all the best of the best every time you go out there and fight. Right? And this is no knock to Terrence Bud Crawford because I fuck with Bud as well. I'm a fan of Bud, but I'm not a fanatic, bro. You know what I'm saying? So then when Bud go out there and fight, a motherfucker that don't even measure up to the competition that Errol Spence fight, or you know what I'm saying, Bud looks so good. He knocked them out. He knocked them out. Like, get the fuck out of here with the bullshit, bro. Get out of here with the bullshit, bro. If y'all can't keep it real, if it's gonna hurt y'all feelings, right, to keep it real or to tell the truth, y'all don't need to be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need to be saying shit. Because at the end of the day, dog, the facts are the facts. When y'all finish talking and we come back and hit your ass with the facts are the facts. You can't get away from it. And because y'all motherfuckers can't get away from it, that's when the insults start coming in. You guys are fanboys. You niggas are pocket watching. You niggas is whatever the fuck they want to say. You know what I'm saying? You riding nuts. You don't want to do this or do that. So when we looking at facts and we speaking facts, if you ain't speaking no facts, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what's your thoughts on that, kid?
I mean, first of all, for the pay-per-view, you know how these cats ran around. He's not a pay-per-view star. Well, who is? You know what I'm saying? Y'all still basing this pay-per-view star bullshit, right? Like you said, off of Mayweather's numbers, off a million plus. We not finna see that no more. I mean, to keep it 100, every fight that come on that's on pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
I got access to that shit for free in 4K. Now I buy these fights, right, for fighters that I support, right? And if they good fights, I'm paying. I have it for free, but I buy it. I just pay for it anyway because I fuck with the fighter and I support them, right? And I support the sport, right? But any fight I can get in 4K. I don't need to pay for it. So you think I'm the only one that can do that? Nah. People are streaming these fights easy. They got easy access to get it for free. So in today's time, if you can sell 300 plus pay-per-views, 300K plus, every time you come on, you a pay-per-view star. Because if he not a pay-per-view star, who is in boxing? It ain't Canelo because he ain't doing them numbers. The only ones that you could say, right, is Wilder in America, right? Wilder, Errol Spence, and Pacquiao, right? But Pacquiao ain't fought in 2 years. Other than that, who is? So what numbers are y'all comparing this shit to? Because if you can compare, if you compare numbers, right? And you compare EJ pay-per-view numbers to Buzz pay-per-view numbers, then EJ a motherfucking mega pay-per-view star then. How about that? Right? How about that? And so I mean, he a pay-per-view star. As of today's time, y'all gotta stop going off of that, what Mayweather did. We're not gonna see that no more. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna see that no more. Yeah, we saw it with Triller, but for one, I don't think Triller was an app, and I don't really think people knew how to get that shit for free. People hadn't figured out Triller is new. People hadn't figured out how to really get that shit for free like that, right? Another thing is you had people that don't watch boxing. You had just regular everyday people. You know what I'm saying? That don't watch, that ain't watched boxing in 15 years, but they know that Roy Jones is fighting Mike Tyson. So that's a whole different ball game right there. You can't compare that. You got to compare what's going on now in today's times, right? So in today's times, he is a pay-per-view star, along with Deontay Wilder and Manny Pacquiao. Now, as far as what you saying about what else did you say?
How they try to discredit
Oh yeah,
with Danny and Porter.
Yeah. So, and another thing, man, I want to say this, right? They always talking about how Bud is knocking out everybody. Bud got such and such, straight knockouts, all his knockouts at 147, right? I'm gonna let y'all know like this. And like Money said, I fuck with Bud. So this is not no knock or no discredit to Bud Crawford, because I fuck with him, right? But I'm gonna let you know like this. It's straight like this. When y'all forget, when Errol Spence was fighting that same level of competition, he was running through him too. But you know what? He moved on and he stepped his game up to that top echelon. Terrence Crawford has yet to do that. So you keep talking about, oh, well, Terrence Crawford knocking out everybody. He doing this. Spence, who he knocking out? Who he knocking out? Spence was knocking out everybody when he was fighting that level of competition. Y'all must have forgot. Did y'all forget that quick? When Errol Spence was fighting that level of competition, he was stopping everybody. When Floyd Mayweather was in the lower weight classes, right? He was stopping everybody. When Floyd Mayweather moved up and he was fighting bigger dudes and tougher competition, he stopped stopping everybody. When Bud Crawford steps up his competition level, and if he's still knocking out everybody, then come holler at me. But right now, he's doing some shit that Errol Spence already did. Right? He's doing shit that Errol Spence already did. It's about who you fought and who they fought. Straight up. And
Hey,
I feel like somebody, huh?
Now go ahead, bro. I'm talking about Omega, talking about dude last night while I was talking to him. Talking about Bud is
like somebody, like I really want a Crawford fanatic, right? To hop on here and really be able to tell me, right, who was that opponent that Crawford beat? That motherfucking, that just, you know what I'm saying, that dog that Crawford went out there and whooped. Because I must have been in a coma because I missed it.
For real, bro.
And motherfuckers always want to talk about some Gamboa, right? Gamboa's name, right? Even up to that point, right? Gamboa was probably like what 24-0 or something like that when Terrence Crawford beat him, right? Gamboa's name, right? He had the name he did is because Gamboa was I think he was a gold medalist. Gamboa was fucking in the Olympics for a long ass time. He was a grown ass man in the Olympics beating up kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was a grown ass man whooping on kids. So when Gamboa came into the professional ranks and he started stopping cat and beating cats, right? He got that name. And then 50 Cent had picked him up, so his name kind of blew up, right? But go look at Gamboa's resume and tell me what killer he had beat leading up to the Terrence Crawford fight. And we ain't even talking about how he had to move up 2 weight classes and how Terrence Crawford had about 5 inches of height on him and probably 12 inches of reach. But y'all want to go right and keep talking about, well, he beat Gamboa. Look at his size and look at Gamboa's size. And look at the circumstances around what happened when he fought Gamboa. Gamboa was coming off a 1.5-year layoff. Gamboa was moving up in weight. So that's y'all fame and glory, him beating Gamboa, right? But then they want to talk shit about Errol Spence beating Mikey Garcia. Matter of fact, compare Mikey Garcia's resume to Gamboa's resume and then come holler at me, right? Since y'all want to see, well, he beat Gamboa, but they'll never say nothing about Gamboa was moving up in weight, right? But they quick to tell you that Mikey Garcia was moving up in weight. Oh, he whooped on the little guy, right? Well, what the fuck was Gamboa? And if we get to comparing resumes, Gamboa's resume cannot compare to Mikey Garcia's resume. Gamboa's accolades cannot compare to Mikey Garcia's accolades.
Shit, main machine
on talk about accolades when it come to Bud.
Main machine nor motherfucking Jose Benavidez.
Right. Shit. Errol Spence would have stopped Jose Benavidez faster than Bud did because and I think Jose Benavidez probably would have been a hell of a fighter. I'm not finna shit on Jose Benavidez, but the thing is, he had one leg and he was a shell of himself. What did Jose Benavidez do after he fought Bud Crawford? Retired.
Hold on, I got a treat for him. Keep talking.
Go look at Jose Benavidez right now. Jose Benavidez, I seen a picture of Jose Benavidez last month, right? That motherfucker was like 230 pounds. Big as shit. So you telling me that, this is what they tried to do. Oh, Terrence Crawford, he retired Jose Benavidez. No, Jose Benavidez he had a knee injury. He had got shot in the knee. The doctor told him he was never going to fight again. You feel me? The doctor told him he was never going to fight again. And that's real shit. So Jose Benavidez was fucked up from the get-go. I think if Jose Benavidez hadn't had that severe knee injury that he had, and you could tell how it was affecting him in the Crawford fight, right? He had a gunshot wound, blew his whole knee up, right? And you could tell in the Crawford fight, first of all, he came in with a knee brace. And then around the 4th round, he started limping around the ring. He couldn't move like that. Now, I think that he would have gave Crawford hell if he didn't have that knee problem. Exactly, John Kramer. He couldn't move. But see, they know that, but they're not going to talk about the facts. So when somebody like me come on here and talk about the facts and the circumstances surrounding who he beat and how he beat him and all of that, right? Because let's not just act like he just destroyed everybody and act like it was top competition, right? Nah, it wasn't that. Let's talk about the facts surrounding that, right? You got a man that don't have no lateral movement. All he can do is move forward a little bit and move back, right? I think that Jose Benavidez would have given him hell. Huh?
Listen to Jose Benavidez, bro.
Okay, play it. We can't hear it.
Hello.
I think Money finna play something about Jose Benavidez pertaining to what we talking about. If you can't, if your volume too low, you can send it to me. I might get.
Hold on. This shit do sound low. Make sure my phone is up on. Yeah, it's
Like,
probably is low. My shit. Hold on.
like I said, send it to me and I'll play it.
All right, hold on.
My mic might pick it up a little better. I mean, I could do this shit all day with Terrence Crawford resume. I mean, even when he beat Felix Diaz, right, at 140, Felix Diaz lost the next 2 fights he had at 140, right? So you got to look at you got to look at what somebody doing before and after. And like I said, it's not to knock nothing that Terrence Crawford doing because he doing great things. He doing what he's supposed to do. A guy if they saying that he's the #1 pound for pound, that he's the pound for pound best fighter in all of boxing, he ain't doing nothing more than what he's supposed to do. If that's what if that's the tag that they giving Terrence Crawford, right? With the level of competition that he beat, he's doing what he's supposed to do. Hold on.
It ain't nothing but a short clip.
Okay.
But this what Errol said about Benavidez, bro.
Oh, this is what Errol said about Benavidez. Hold on. Hold on. Here go Errol what he said about Benavidez.
I think it's probably just things that but that's Errol saying he got to take a punishing David Benavidez and Spawn. So he already didn't put hands on Benavidez. You see what I'm saying? Punish the man. So like Keon said, it's not to take away from it, but you only bring up these type of things when they come out here and they try to discredit this man on what he's done. And they'll do that shit just to say, oh, well, Bud deserved 50-50 because he did this, that, and that. But if this man came in a short period of time, going down, Coach, how you feeling, champ? If this man came into the game in a short period of time, then fucking turns Bud Crawford, right? And made yourself a hotter name and pulling in more money with a bigger fan base, then that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot, bro. That's saying a lot.
Right. So Drico Bay off in the building. What it is.
Drake, what's going down, big bro?
In like do it tall 36 say. Yeah, like and then like I said, you have a list of opponents, right? To where you can say, okay, what did they do right after Bud fought him, right? Like in Dungo, he went and got stopped at his very next fight. Like I said earlier, Felix Diaz, he lost his next 2 fights after that. He ain't in Felix Diaz, and then he ain't fought since. Motherfucking Benavidez, we just got done talking about him. He ain't fought since. So it's either Terrence Crawford is doing what he's supposed to do, or he just got motherfucking bricks in his gloves and he ending everybody's career. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ask the Bud fanatics, well, they ain't did nothing after because just Bud just, you know, he got bricks in his gloves and he just ending everybody's career that step in the ring with him, I guess.
Yeah, and I give Bud his credit, bro. So I said, I'm not taking away from his accolades. When you see Ben Keon talking about Terrence Bud Crawford, is not to discredit, bro. We don't even start off discrediting. Only thing we talk about is the business side. We start with the business side, right? And when we say the business side is not 50-50, motherfuckers go to an uproar. Oh, man, here y'all go. Y'all hating, man. Y'all hating. How come? Then we be like, okay, so what has he done to deserve the 50-50? Oh, man, he the pound for pound #1 fighter. Being the #1 pound for pound fighter don't put money in your pockets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen the motherfucker get a check at the end of a fight. Oh, here go your check for the fight, and here go the pound for pound #1 fighter check. You feel me? Oh, he a 3-division world champion. I ain't never seen a motherfucker get a check for being a 3-division world champion, right? I ain't never seen a motherfucker get a check for being an undisputed world champion when you move up to a different weight class. You feel me? You're an undisputed champion at that weight class. When you come up, you're not a champion no more, homie. You're not a champion no more. Then he won a scrap and he became a world champion. Can't take nothing away from that. I give him that credit with Jeff Horn, right? But when Jeff Horn won the title, guess what? Jeff Horn was number 7 in the top 10 at the welterweight division. The motherfucker didn't even break top 5 with a title. He didn't even break top 5 with a fucking title, right? Majority of the world didn't think he won the fight, but nonetheless, he got the win. He got the win. So, bam, Bud went and beat him. He got the scrap. You can't knock who you beat for the title. I'm not pissed off at him fighting Jeff Horn for the title. You give it to him. But don't make it as if Errol Spence and Sean Porter would have whooped Jeff Horn ass all around that goddamn ring. Keith Thurman was willing to whoop his ass with a fucked up shoulder before he took his break.
Yeah, and so like when you say things like styles make fights, right? Right? Because styles do make fights, right? But then the same motherfucker that'll tell you styles make fights, when this comes up, right? They'll throw that shit out the window. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, he beat Pacquiao. First of all, he didn't beat Pacquiao, right? He did. Everybody know he didn't beat Pacquiao, but they want to pretend like he beat Pacquiao so they can have an argument to say, well, Bud beat the man that beat Pacquiao, right? Now, I say that to say this. He didn't beat Pacquiao. Pacquiao clearly beat him, right? But he was in the fight with Pacquiao. Let's just say that, right? But styles make fights. That man is what? Jeff Horn was, how tall is he? About 5'10". He was a big dude. Jeff Horn was a big dude. So his style against Pacquiao's style, right? He was able to rough Pacquiao up. You see what I'm saying? It's a different style of fight. He get in there with an Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. He can't rough them. They not small like Pacquiao. He gonna beat the fuck out of. They all beat the fuck out of him. All of them. Jeff Horn is some trash. He garbage. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all can say what you want, but Jeff Horn, like I said, me and Money went back and watched that Jeff Horn fight. He looked ridiculous.
Like I say, Mikey Garcia would have tore his ass up in that fight. Mikey would have whooped his ass in that fight, bro. Hey, do it all. This is so funny though, bro. American after he fought Crawford, next fight was Billy Dibbs. And that's not no man. Listen, when they said American and Billy Dibbs was fighting, I laughed my ass off. I'm like,
they fought each other?
Yeah, bro, he fought him in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, American not fighting no goddamn Billy Dibbs. Do y'all know Billy Dibbs is a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a fucking featherweight, lightweight, whichever one it was. What was Billy Dibbs when Gradovich took his title? He was somewhere down there. But I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way in hell he fighting no goddamn Billy Dibbs. That ain't happening. When I seen that shit was true, I say, oh, fuck nah, bro. But this is the thing, right? I'm not taking nothing away from Terrence Boyd Crawford. I am a skill set guy, right? Man, Keon, we used to argue about this shit all the time. He'd be like, man, Monty, listen, all right, I get what you're saying. The skills, yes. You know what I'm saying? You could, but who the fuck are you fighting with those skills, right? And it has some validity to it, but at the same time, I still look at Terrence Crawford and I say he's a bad motherfucker because it ain't that you beat him, it's how you beat him as well. It's how you beat him as well. So when people want to be like, well, Bud got 8 knockouts in a row, right? If you put all those same 8 motherfuckers in front of Errol Spence, because we just comparing Errol Spence to Terrence Boyd Crawford. Errol Spence would knock out every last one of them motherfuckers as well. Would knock out every last one of them. And in fact, he knocked out one of his opponents already, right? Mercan already been knocked out, right? Like I said, we said what we said about Jeff Horn. I feel like the other welterweights at that time would have beat him. Mikey Garcia would have beat him. David Benavidez, Jose Benavidez. Errol Spence just let you know he punished that motherfucker in sparring already, right? Punished him in sparring. So imagine what he would have did in the ring. And Main Machine wasn't going no goddamn 10, 11 rounds with Errol Spence, in my opinion. Not with that style that he fight with. Not with that style that he fight with, right? So we giving Bud credit for what he's achieved. Now at 147, quit making like he beat the killers and Errol Spence beat the motherfucking B- and C+ fighters. That's what y'all try to make it as. And it clearly take credit away. Oh man, what has Danny done? Tell me who has Danny beat? Or who has Danny fought? Nothing but the top motherfuckers, right? Who is Sean Porter? Who Sean Porter fought? Nothing but the top motherfuckers. Little Mikey, you talking about the 4th Division World Champion, Little Mikey, right? who beat Sergey Lipinets at 144 his title, the same Sergey Lipinets that's fighting at 147 pounds, the same little Mikey that beat fucking Jesse Vargas, right? The same Jesse Vargas that fought Tim Bradley, dropped his ass, fought Manny Pacquiao 112, fought the shit out of Adrian Broner, that Jesse Vargas, right? So when y'all be trying to speak and try to put out there who has he fought, man, it's easy. It's easy. But when we tell y'all who has Bud fought, because y'all want to play that shit, right? And that's what make me and Keon get on Bud resume and talk about the motherfuckers that he fought and prove to y'all that they really haven't done what y'all trying to make it as they really did. Because when you bring up Mean Machine, that man say he think Mean Machine will run through the entire PBC squad last night.
Who said that?
The dude who I roasted and whooped his ass last night and sent his ass on his lovely way. Well, he took himself out, but that's the only argument that they will bring up Mean Machine. You got a better chance saying David Benavidez. Sorry, Jose Benavidez. I keep calling that man David. Jose Benavidez, if he would never got shot in his fucking leg, you know what I'm saying, by the cartel. You know what I'm saying, for coming short with the package, right? So y'all to pick Mean Machine, right? Because y'all know we say, oh, well, Mean Machine dropped Bud. We think Mean Machine dropped Bud. Now y'all got to make Mean Machine this killer, this big-ass monster, right? And we know he struggled. He really lost to Ray Robinson. They gave him a draw. You know what I'm saying? They gave him a draw.
And check it, when they say, in real quick, when they say, oh, who has Danny Garcia, this, and that? Well, this is what I got to say. Bud Crawford still ain't fought them motherfuckers that Danny Garcia fought. So you talking about who have Danny Garcia beat, right? Well, Danny Garcia fought the level of competition that Bud Crawford at 33 years old still ain't fought.
And that's all I be trying to say, kid. And they always want to allude to, well, he lost. He lost. Okay, we get that he lost, bro. Motherfucking Hall of Fame boy that's dead and gone. Rest in peace, Vittorio Gotti. Did he lose all his big fights? But why did he hit the Hall of Fame and why was he praised? Because he fought the best of the best. And not only fought the best of the best, he gave them motherfuckers a run for their money. Same shit Danny Garcia was doing, but a world champion. Gave everybody a run for their money. The only one that beat him, and you could say it was clearly Errol Spence. But Sean Porter and Keith Thurman is still out there. And some people still feel like fucking Danny Garcia won them fights. But Bud is out his own mouth, Key. I haven't had that marquee fight. I need that marquee fight, right? And then once we come up and we speak the names of Sean Porters, you know what I mean? Oh, man. Well, Sean ain't this and Sean ain't that. Or do this and do that now. Credit. He could activate his fucking mandatory. He need to activate his mandatory. He need to. You feel me? I'm not going to deny that shit. We're not going to deny the facts. Yes, he do need to activate his mandatory. You know what I mean? But don't sit up here and try to discredit, bro, and try to make it look like they ain't shit when Earl fight him, but when Bud fight him, they everything. Kell Brook, he was just so much more better. You know what I'm saying? He had his ass socket broken, but after this time, he went and got 3 wins on his belt, so he was a way better fighter than fought Errol Spence. Like, man, that shit it'd be ridiculous, bro. It'd be pretty ridiculous.
In the he's a Hall of Famer now. He's a Hall of Famer now, right? And if that's what you think, you know, that's cool. Sylvester Stallone is a Hall of Famer. This motherfucker ain't never fought for real in ring a day in his life, right? Exactly. But you know, when they come with that Hall of Fame shit, right? This is all I gotta ask, right? And I'm not saying he is a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying he ain't. I don't know. I don't even know what the criteria to be a boxing Hall of Famer is. You know what I'm saying? Now that they got motherfuckers like Sylvester Stallone in the Hall of Fame, but if you're going off it, right, accolades, right, okay, that do that. But give me one Hall of Fame fight that he's had. One Hall of Fame fight that he's had. Because all of the greats, I can give you Hall of Fame fights that they've had. Several of them. Give me one Hall of Fame fight he had. We
played that game. Can you hear me?
Right. And you well, shit. Damn, Keith. Oh, I can't give you one.
No, I know what it is. They all ducking them. They don't want to fight them. They ducking them.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Like, but see, and the reason I bring that up is because they always talking about, oh, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of he can retire now. He's a Hall of Famer. Why? Because he beat Ndongo and fucking goddamn Deary John and Hank Lundy and
Thomas Delorme
and like that's why. And then move and beat Jeff Horn. A motherfucker that still got footwork like he just learning boxing.
Trying to tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why.
Trying to tell you, bro. But yes, Jay Dixon, yes. Jermaine Taylor is a Hall of Famer, child. Boy, Crawford fan said Brooke was damaged.
Wait, oh, my bad. I was gonna answer that real quick. J.A. Dixon and Jermaine Taylor beat Bernard Hopkins. And question answered easy. That's one Hall of Fame fight he got, right?
It was undisputed.
You know what I'm saying? He beat Bernard Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. You gonna read that?
Yeah, Niji said Bud Crawford fan said Brooke was damaged goods in 2017, then turned around and put her chest out because Bud beat a guy they said was damaged goods 4 years later.
Right. Just bet, man. He say because he ring champ 2 times, been pound for pound for the last few years. Okay, that's cool. You talking about accolades, but I'm asking you, who did he beat that was impressive? Oh, just bet. Answer this. Who did Bud Crawford beat that was impressive to you? Right? That impressed you. That said, damn, man, he just beat such and such. Man, that was a hell of a win by Bud. Who did he beat? Let me know. And if you can answer that question, I'm going to agree with you.
And don't get it twisted. I say he's a Hall of Fame, but this is key to let you know, okay, when we look at the other Hall of Fames, the names and the recognition. So let's see what you say. Let me get coach question up here.
You said he said Gamboa, Ricky Burns.
On the road. He said Gamboa,
Ricky Burns down already.
140, Danny beat Lucas Matisse when he was the man. Danny resume at 140 is better than Bud. San Judas, Erg Morales, Kendall Holt, Lamont Peters. And don't forget about Amir Khan. Coach, when Amir Khan was Amir Khan, coach. Don't leave Amir Khan off Danny resume. That's what turned Danny up. That was his first fight that they put in there as the underdog. Danny Garcia was not supposed to win that fight. Understand that. Amir Khan was supposed to look good against Danny Garcia. And what Danny go in there and do? Put his dick in the dirt. You feel me?
Shit, I mean, and to my man that said he said Gamboa. Well, we talked about Gamboa. You still couldn't nobody name one dog that Gamboa had really beat before he faced Terrence Crawford. And Ricky Burns, he had lost twice before he fought Crawford against motherfuckers that you never heard of. You know, he lost once to Alex Arthur and another one to Johannesburg. Johannesburg. You don't know who neither one of them is. Go ahead. He
said he's talking to you. He said Postal was a killer at the time.
You said I'm answering what you said. So Postal was a killer because he beat Lucas Matisse that had already got beat by Devin Alexander, got beat by Zab Judah and Danny Garcia. But I guarantee you will say, what has Danny Garcia done, right? Well, if that's the case, Postal hadn't did shit but beat the same guy that Danny Garcia already had beat. Now come again.
My God, underground was going down, bro.
And you know what else, money? What happened with the what happened after Postal fought Terrence Crawford? Right after. He lost again to Josh Taylor. So let's go ahead and put Josh Taylor in the Hall of Fame right now then. Because Postal lost to Josh Taylor right after that. on a decision, the same way that Terrence Crawford beat him. So let's go ahead and put Postal. Let's go ahead and put we're gonna put Postal on Hall of Fame, and we're gonna put Josh Taylor in there too. And Josh Taylor only had 11 fights at the time.
And coach, that Zav fight was a hell of a fight, coach. That Zav fight was a hell of a fight for Danny. But when we say Hall of Fame, Zav, see what I'm saying? Come on now, dog.
And like I said, man.
Okay. Floyd Mayweather said Bud Crawford is the best fighter in the world, looking ass nigga. Oh, he said he is the best fighter in the world.
I'm just saying, I'm just stating facts. And for the record, I think that Terrence Crawford is a hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. I think that Terrence Crawford has the best offensive arsenal at 147. I think he's the best offensively at 147. I don't think he's the best all around. I think that he's the best offensively, right? So with that being said, I do think that he's a hell of a fighter. But all this other shit about, pound for pound and this and that, I don't agree with none of that shit, because at the end of the day, I'm about resume. And who you beat, who did you beat, and who did they beat, right? Who did you beat to make you great, and who did they beat to make them great?
Facts.
If you can't name none of them, right, you still got more in your career that you got to prove. Because if you go, because y'all keep coming with this bullshit talking about that Terrence Crawford could go right now, he'll never got a box again, and he'll be submitted in the Hall of Fame. Okay, if they do put him in the Hall of Fame, right, nobody is going to remember nothing that he did 10, 15, 20 years from now, because they don't have a memorable fight to remember him from. Straight up and down. You got to have that fight on your resume. Nobody don't give a fuck 10, 15, 20 years from now. Don't nobody give a fuck about them belts. Straight up. When you talk about Hagler and Hearns and Roy Jones and Roy Jones and Hopkins, or Roy Jones and James Toney, Holyfield and Reddick Bowe, all the great fights, right? You don't say, man, remember the WBA belt was on the line. We don't talk about that shit. We talk about the fight and who they fought. Them belts is just a figment of our imagination. That shit don't mean nothing, right? At the end of the day, you're going to remember the fights and the fighters, not the belt. So when you keep talking about accolades, you're talking about, okay, well, because he got this belt and that belt in that this belt, that belt, and that belt. That's cool, right? That's cool. But at the end of the day, what is that going to do for you? We don't remember belts.
Let me address this, Kika. They love to say this, that Poster was a killer. Danny ducked him. Danny didn't duck no damn Poster, man. Look, Danny was already on his way heading up, dog. He was on his way heading up. And not only that, he went and fought Lamont Peterson, right, who was a better fighter than Victor Poster at the time. I mean, he was just on his way up to 147. So I'm not going to say no Danny duck, no Poster. You feel me? There was a fight that was supposed to be made, but you got to miss me with that shit. Danny
had been struggling for a minute to make 147, though.
Okay, just say Danny and Mikey duck Poster, and that's a fact. No, that's not a fact. How the fuck did Mikey duck Poster, bro? How the hell did Mikey duck Poster when Mikey was out the game? Come on, man, make that make sense, bro. When Mikey wanted to fight Bud, I remember that. I remember that shit. And I love to see Bud fight Mikey right now. And I will put money that Bud don't stop Mikey Garcia. I pick Bud to beat Mikey Garcia. I do pick him to beat him, but I put money on it that turns Bud Crawford do not stop Mikey Garcia, bro. Omega say Bud beat a Mercon with a leg punch. His nuts don't swing that way. Then my man say, answer this. Why do Floyd Mayweather says Bud Crawford is the best fighter in the world? Because that's his pick. All right. Because Floyd Mayweather say the best fighter in the world, what? that validates every goddamn thing. Oh, Floyd say he the best fighter in the world. So how can we go against that?
They would have told you E.J. Smith was a motherfucking monster.
But did Floyd Mayweather tell you that Errol Spence beat the fuck out of his ass in sparring as well? Do you remember that? Yeah, he gave him some work. Huh? Who put him on his motherfucking backside and told his ass, well, I ain't gonna say put him down, my bad with that. Who blacked this motherfucker eye and who made his ass get out the ring, right, and call it quits? Did he tell you that? Did Floyd Mayweather tell you that he would put his title up against any of them cats with Thurman and motherfucker Sean Porter? He'll relinquish his title and he bet you Errol Spence beat him? Do you remember that? Okay, because when he say, let me say this, when he say that, that's just because he got him as his #1 pound for pound fighter. And I don't knock Floyd for having Bud as his #1 pound for pound fighter. It's a lot of people that got him there. But what do that justify? What do it justify?
And, you know, and like I said, to make my point again about this Victor Postal stuff y'all keep saying. Victor Postal was one of the top dogs at 140 at the time, right? But like I said before, Victor Postal, he got that recognition because he beat Lucas Matisse that had already been beat, right? Several times. That just came off a loss with Danny Garcia. I don't understand how they put Lucas Matisse on such a high pedestal, right? For beating somebody that Danny Garcia just had beat, right? And if you look at Lucas Matisse's resume, right? Lucas Matisse hadn't beat nobody that you know, right? The only names leading up to the Terrence Crawford, right, fight not Lucas Matisse, the only names leading up to the Crawford fight that Victor Postal had beat, because I can name all these other names and y'all ain't gonna know them, right? They wasn't fights in America, right? He came to America and he fought DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. Now DeMarcus Chop Chop, he a good fighter, but Chop Chop at that time, he already had 19 losses on his record at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You dig? And I'm not shitting on Chop Chop, but he had 19 L's on his record at the time that Victor Postal fought him, right? Then Victor Postal fought Hank Lundy. Now, if Hank Lundy is a Hall of Famer, I fuck with Hank. But if y'all think that Hank Lundy is an A-level fighter in the Hall of Famer, that should have had Victor Postal #1 rated in all of 140 pounds, which you say that everybody was running from Victor Postal, I'll lead the show right now. If Hank Lundy on that level and I'm wrong, I'll lead this motherfucker and I won't hop on here again for the next month. You know what I'm saying? And then the next fighter that y'all know was Lucas Matisse. He beat, that's what I'm saying. And I made my point, right? He only had beat one fighter that you could say, okay, he got one win against Lucas Matisse that had just got done getting his ass beat by Danny Garcia, right? Okay, you beat Lucas Matisse, right? Danny Garcia beat him too. So that's your fame. That's what you want to talk about when you see when you start breaking this shit down and you get into the circumstances, right? And then when you talk about how Victor Postal lost his next fight after Crawford, Victor Postal was a great white hype. Victor Postal was a great white hype. A white man that HBO hyped up to make him fucking, you know what I'm saying, look like he was a goddamn monster. They tried to make a pay-per-view with him and Crawford, and the shit didn't work out. And it didn't work out when he turned around and fought Josh Kelly after that, because he lost again. Now quit talking to me about these dudes. Oh, well, he fought Victor. Nah, you got to come again because you keep striking out. Like I said, when Errol Spence was fighting that same level of competition, he was running through them too. He was dog walking them.
For real though, bro. They gotta remember that shit. But like Coach just said, Floyd said that because Earl put them paws on him, right? And Floyd didn't sign him. Earl wasn't signing with Floyd Mayweather. Earl wasn't signed with him. Just like he tried to sign Mikey Garcia, Mikey didn't sign with him. I mean, but this is not to take nothing away from Turnbull Crawford. No, it's accolades. Yes, will he go into the Hall of Fame? Yes, he will go into the Hall of Fame, right? But on another note, Bud said out his own mouth, he need that marquee fight that he haven't had yet. Know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, Key. Well, he should give his Hall of Fame status to Al Heyman because had Heyman not told Lipinix to take the step aside money, Bud doesn't unify. Yeah, they made it happen. Trying to get through a couple more of these things. Victor Poster was the top 140 at the time. Go Google it. I never said he wasn't one of the top cats. Nobody said he wasn't one of the top cats, right? But what has he done? Some people say green beans run through the PBC like last. Yeah, they use that shit to try to discredit, bro. That's why I say they use it to discredit. You know, that discrediting shit ain't working around here, bro. It's not working around here. Damn, no. See, this what I mean, bro. This what I mean. This exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Damn, another Crawford hate channel. This is not a Crawford hate channel, so you can miss us with that bullshit.
Well, I just spit. Tell me where I was lying at, though.
Yeah, but let me tell you this, kid. That's why I say y'all always try to bring that shit up. When people start saying facts and start breaking down fucking resumes to prove a certain point, right? So you saying Bud deserves 50-50 versus Errol Spence, but when these facts start getting broken down on your ass and people start proving points, then we become a Bud Crawford hating channel, right? Well, y'all the same motherfuckers that shit up there and say Errol Spence haven't fought nobody, Danny Garcia ain't shit, Sean Porter haven't done anything, Mikey was a little fighter, Kell Brook eye was broken, right? Y'all discredit this man from the front to the back of his entire fucking career, right? Only thing he did was become unified. Bud did it in 3 divisions. Bud is the former undisputed, but when you start breaking that shit down, bringing the facts into it, now somebody got to be a hater. Get out of here with that bullshit, bro. Motherfuckers ride for Turnbull Crawford all day, every day around these sports. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers buying Turnbull Crawford pay-per-views. You feel me? Pick Bud Crawford to beat everybody at 147 besides Errol Spence. You understand what I'm saying? Ride for him. But just because we say some shit that y'all don't like or y'all don't agree with, right? When we compare certain things, now you got to become a Bud Crawford hate channel. Nope. Just because your shit don't fly with her and that shit getting debunked and it's getting broken down, right? You shouldn't be calling us a Turnbull Crawford hate channel. You should be defending that shit with facts.
Right.
Right? And if you can't come back with facts, then the only thing you should say is, okay, I see what y'all talking about. I don't agree with it, but y'all do have valid points. And you can still hold your word and hold your feet. But when y'all start doing this weak ass shit, that's what I mean. Y'all start getting emotional and start getting y'all feelings. And then after you say that, then here come the name calling. Here come the insults. Right? Here come the defamation of character. You feel me? Just keep it real, bro. Just keep it real. Like I say, it's easy to keep it real nowadays, bro. But sometimes, like I say, it don't make no sense for grown-ass mans not being able to tell the truth now. You know what I'm saying? Now, in this day and age, it's sad that grown-ass mans can't tell the truth.
Bro, and it's like, I ain't said no lie. All I was doing was telling you the facts. But see, this is what they used to. They used to talk in boxing with motherfuckers that don't know the background and the details. They get to fucking with us. We get to chopping up them background and details, and they ain't really got nowhere to go. Then it's, oh, y'all just hating. No, come with some facts, like my man said, like Money said. If I'm lying to you and what I'm saying is not true, please let me know and come with some facts.
Now let me stop. Okay, you notice if you gotta put Bud down to big up Spencer said. First of all, Spencer's number 1. Second of all, Spencer's the unified champion. Third of all, Spencer's probably going on his 4th pay-per-view in a row. You know what I mean? That's thing you know. Who's chasing who? Turnbull Crawford chasing Errol Spence, right? We making the case for Bud Crawford deserving 40%. You understand what I'm saying? We making the case for Bud Crawford being number 2 at the division, right? We don't have to put Turnbull Crawford down to big up Errol Spence. People have to put Errol Spence down to big up Turnbull Crawford. And when they do that, we just put shit in the right perspective, right? So now, like I say, once again, this shit is not going your way. So now the insults got to come, right? And the defamation of character. But you haven't seen us really shit on Turnbull Crawford, haven't called him a name, never said anything like that. Only thing we're saying is when you look at shit and you really open up that can of worms, and you really break down that shit, right? It's going to show that Errol Spence Jr. is the #1 welterweight for a reason. He's pulling in the numbers that he's pulling in for a reason. His fan base is his fan base for a reason. And the man deserved the 60% for a reason. And y'all can't even sit up here and get credit where credit is due, dog. And that's the fucked up part about it. I mean, the fucked up part about it. Nobody said you was an Errol Spence hater. Nobody said you was putting down Errol Spence to big up Bud Crawford. All we doing is having a debate. I mean, all we doing is having a debate. But since the debate not going your way, you know, this is the type of shit that happens.
And like I said, I fuck with Bud. You can't sit here and try to act like I'm putting him down, but I'm gonna give you facts. When y'all start talking, you know, that other bullshit, I'm gonna come with facts. And the truth might not be what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? The truth hurts sometimes. But hey, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I ain't his matchmaker. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make none of them fights for him. Holla at Bob about that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm hating and I'm just telling you the background of the resume and who he fought, how is that my fault? That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just giving you the info that's already out there. That's all I'm doing. I'm giving you the facts and the info that's already out there. You might not want to hear that though.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. I'm just giving you I'm just giving you, if you know your boxing history, right? Or you go and do your proper research, I'm giving you what's already out there. You might want to cover it up because it don't, you know, it doesn't help your argument none.
Yep.
Hey, Kwame.
It's stating facts, bro. We all like Bud and want to see him in the ring with top tier fighters at Just Bet. Right, that's it, bro. We want to see the dude go up against Sean Porter now if it ain't Errol Spence. Make this shit happen.
Right.
Earl all kind of fuckers talk shit about Earl to big up Bud. Facts, dog. So just about being true. Lucas Matisse, Carol, Paul Williams, and DSG claim Matisse clock. He's going to the Hall of Fame by beating a bunch of guys we don't even know. Never heard y'all critical of Earl ever. Hope y'all get some payola. Why do we need money, bro? That's what I say, bro. Here y'all go. Insults and criticize Earl for what? Let me ask you, Just Bet. What has Errol Spence done for us to criticize? Why should we be criticizing? Give us a reason why Errol Spence should be criticized. You know what I'm saying?
And for the record, you know, we don't get into these fighters' personal lives at all.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never heard me or Money talk about these fighters' personal lives. So answer the question he just asked you. Why should we criticize Errol? He fighting all the top dudes. He said that he wanted to clean out the division on his side first. What he doing? Look like exactly what he doing to me. He doing exactly what he said he was gonna do years ago. Is he not?
Yeah. A man said if they want to support Bud so bad, then they need to start buying this pay-per-view. That's a fact. Yeah, I mean, they didn't want to come here. They didn't want to come here and try to state a case and prove a point. Real. Only thing I talk about Bud on is the goddamn business side. Is the business side. That's it. Here we go. Here we go. Real fans want the fight. Who cares about the numbers? Yeah, when you get your ass whooped, I won't care about the numbers neither. I already mentioned that. Earl fought harder competition after a damn car crash than Bud has his whole career.
That's a fact.
I'm a boxer fan, so what? What? We not boxer fans? So we get this credit as boxer fans because we speaking the truth. You feel me?
I man, and Kwame, what's good with it? Kwame East in the building. A lot of people talking about this Bud Crawford and Josecito Lopez. I can't. I don't believe he gonna fight Josecito. I ain't gonna do Bud like that, man. I don't believe that shit. Really, that's just my opinion. I don't believe that he finna fight no Josecito Lopez. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna play Bud like that. Now, I think that's just some fake news. You know, if he is finna fight Josecito Lopez, then I would have a whole lot to say. But as of right now, I don't believe that shit.
Yeah, I don't believe it either, man. Like, and we seen Bomac come out and say that it ain't true. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna really I ain't putting too much stock on that shit. Unless I see, like I say, see them sign that shit and see what it is. So I ain't gonna put too much stock into it. So we'll see what he do. Like, he need to be pushing for Sean Porter if it's no Errol Spence. Period, point blank. Only one name, one name, one name. Feel me? One name, that's it.
And you see, money, if we was Errol Spence haters, that would be something for us to run with. Put the news out. He fighting, you know what I'm saying? He trying to negotiate with Josecito Lopez and, you know what I'm saying, be all over social media talking about it. But that's not what we are. We just talking about the facts.
Facts, bro.
Because that's some shit that I could, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's some shit I could have a field day with.
Facts, bro. Okay, y'all. Ebo, she logging on now, y'all. She logging on now, and she a little shy, so we ain't gonna bombard her with questions. We gonna make it easy for her. ESPN Bob Earn used Errol Spence to promote Terrence Crawford fights on ESPN. Hey, do it all. Look. I cannot say that you're lying. ESPN and Bob Earn used Errol Spence to promote Terrence Crawford fights on ESPN. Bud opponents don't get as much airtime as Errol Spence does when Bud is about to fight. They talk more about Bud Crawford and Errol Spence than they do about Bud Crawford and the opponent that he's gonna fight because they know Bud Crawford gonna beat the shit out of the dude anyway. So, I mean, them just facts.
They do though, man. But see, that's what they do. What my man tried to say, what's his name? What he tried to say we was doing, right? We was just talking about the facts, right? What ESPN do is they talk down on Earl to try to make him look like a hoe, right? To big up Terrence Crawford. Look what they did after the Kell Brook fight. You know what I'm saying? Look what they did to EJ after after the Kell Brook fight. They tried to assassinate his character. They did everything they could to make Errol Spence look like a hoe in front of all them people.
In front of all them people, bro. I'm talking about try their best to make Kell Brooks say Bud Crawford was better. I mean, yeah, that Terrence Crawford was better than Errol Spence. And when he said, I don't know, they have to fight each other to find out, right? Come on, man. Come on. Okay, y'all, we got the queen in the building. Ebo, what's going down, queen?
What's up? Peace. And
what's going on with you, Ebo?
What's good?
Thank you for joining the panel.
I definitely.
No, they've been waiting for you. How you feeling today?
I'm good. I can't complain.
Okay. So we ain't gonna bombard you. We've been going in with certain things though. So just let us know how long you've been watching boxing, bro.
Oh, since we were a kid, like I've been watching boxing all my life. They didn't just start, you know. Yeah.
Okay. And watching Earl, right? When did you know they're like, okay, I know that my little brother is like a beast and that he can be something special in the ring?
You know, I've been watching EJ since, I mean, since he was in Golden Gloves and stuff, you know, and I always knew EJ had something special. It was all in his work ethics, you know, like just the way he always trained, the way he trained. So I knew
Mhm.
that. I mean, that's anybody. Anything you put all of your energy into, you know, you're gonna be successful. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
So I'm gonna say, yeah, but just looking at his rise, right? And
right.
I want to touch on this. When y'all went up to the UK, because we know it wasn't nothing but what that you played. It wasn't nothing but really Kell Brook fans in the building. How was the atmosphere?
You
How
kind
was
of cutting up, man.
Crazy. Oh man, that was that was an experience. Let me tell you. Honestly, initially, everyone over in the UK, they were real warm and welcoming. I mean, we went out like we was partying, going to the clubs, you know, like hanging out. We were like meeting different people. But let me tell you, after EJ won,
uh-huh.
it was a whole different. It was a whole nother situation. Like we couldn't even leave outside of the hotel. You know what I mean? Like it was that bad. So I mean, I guess they honestly believe, you know, like Kel was gonna win that fight. So they were just like, hey, you know, y'all come down here kicking and party, you know, we not tripping. But after that, yeah, it was a wrap. I mean, even at the fight, at the actual fight, like my cousin, she got harassed by this guy. Like he like pulled on her. Like we got into
Yeah.
it with the fans. Like they were like talking noise to my mom. Like we had to
Oh.
be rushed out. Like we didn't even get to watch EJ get the, you know, like them announce the fight because the security had to rush us out and we had to go to the locker room because the fans started getting that rowdy. And you got to think about it, like, and that's why I commend EJ because he fought in the arena with 30,000 fans, you know, like with that
Mm-hmm.
much energy and hatred towards you. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt the energy. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it was overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it was overwhelming. Like I broke down right before the fight. Like that's how
Uh-huh.
much like the energy was. But um it was a great experience. Some of the people that I met over there, like I still speak to them. Some
Okay.
of the fans, like EJ's fans, like it was a great experience. But yeah, I don't know how I don't know how he did it.
Okay.
I don't know.
So now I want to compare that energy, right,
Hmm.
to the Mikey Garcia fight.
Right.
I was
Right?
gonna say
Because that
the
was the
same
biggest
thing. I
fight.
was gonna say the
Yeah,
same thing.
so, like, what was like the difference from it? Would you say the UK? Because you know now you at home, so now
Right.
you're experiencing the Kell Brook side of things, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So how was that energy?
It was. I mean, it was. I guess euphoric. Like it was just, you know, it was the support. I guess he fed off of that energy, you know, like I mean the support, like even EJ has even Hispanic fans, you know, like a fan base that so even having them supporting EJ, like hearing them like, yeah, EJ, you know, over Garcia,
Mm-hmm.
like and just having everyone like coming together because Dallas is real controversial, you know, like they we like the different hoods don't get along, but when they go to EJ's fights, they
Uh
do.
huh.
You know, and to see that he can bring the city together, you know, that's the love.
That
Yeah,
is. That
yeah.
is. What you got for Ebo? Okay.
What's going on, Ebo?
What's going
I
on?
know you the big sister, right?
I'm the
For
big
everybody that don't know, you the older sister, right?
right.
And how y'all relationship? Like, do he confide in you and you know, y'all have a real close relationship?
Yeah, we have a good relationship, you know, but EJ's grown now. He's a man,
Right.
so I can only give my advice, but that doesn't mean that, you know, he gonna just run with that. But we have a good we always grew up. We were always tight. Like all both of my siblings and I, like we were always a close knit family. So, you know, we don't do that. We make sure we keep our families tight.
Right, right.
So,
Now I want to go back to that Kell Brook EJ fight. Man, that fight, like you could feel the energy when I was watching it at home on TV. I could feel the energy.
Yeah.
And when he was walking through, right, and they was throwing them chocolate, them brownies and stuff at him, right?
Right.
What was his temperament? Because he was just smiling, like even throughout the press conference, he was smiling, and to me, it was like he just had that in him. Like, I just can't wait to get him in the ring. Did he talk to you about that? Like, what was his temperament?
He was like real calm. But that's not unusual. Like before his fights, he's really like calm, and quiet. But he really didn't talk noise about that whole situation to afterwards. And y'all saw it on Snapchat when he was eating the brownies and stuff, and he was like, yeah,
Yeah.
they're good.
Mhm.
So like that's when he was like, more like I like it don't really phase him, but he really just he's just laid back, like, and chill right before his fights. Like he don't really do or say much.
Okay.
So he more, because some fighters, they pacing back and forth. They got like a nervous energy. He more calm and just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, you
All
got
right.
to.
Yeah, just seeing where you was at in the beginning, right? First fight to now, on top of the world, number one fighter, arguably the number one fighter in boxing, period. But we know it's a few fighters out there, so keep it real. Just watching this grow, you know what I mean? Just watching, and then it's being your little brother. So just watching the growth of Errol Spence, just how did that make you feel, though, as a big sister? I know how I feel. If one of my little brothers, a little sister, you know what I mean, reached that plateau to become what he is in boxing. How did that make you feel, though, just as a big sister?
I mean, to be honest, like it's motivating for me. You know what I mean? Like, it lets me see that anything is possible because I literally watched him build himself up. So it puts a fire behind me. But I mean, like you said, just watching him change, like switch up his work ethics and knowing when to apply certain things and gaining so much discipline, like it's just that just touches me to where I want to push myself to reach higher levels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I know this probably something that you probably don't want to answer though, but
Yeah.
him in the situation with the car crash, right?
Mhm.
Just because we seen the picture, right? And that picture it fucked me up, like damn, because we all got to seeing what happened, but we like when he showed that picture, that really like that shit touched horse. That where it really put the the pain to it. How was that like walking into the hospital, seeing your little brother laying there like that? Like, did you ever think like, oh man, he'll be able to box again, or your thing was just wanting your brother back and making sure he'd be okay?
Yeah. Initially I did nothing. I mean, the first thing I said when I walked in the room, I'm like, dang, dang, what did you do? Like,
Yeah.
and then when that picture that y'all saw, that
Uh-huh.
picture was days into his healing. Like that was a good picture.
Okay.
So for
Shit.
y'all to feel like that from that picture, just imagine what he looked like initially.
Right.
It was it's still heavy, like it's still heavy to even think about, but I'm just glad that everything worked out. But my initial feeling was just, I don't know. I didn't know if he was gonna box. I really didn't even think about it because I was just more worried about like him as a person. Like I just wanted him to be okay. I wanted
Uh-huh.
him to be able. And when the doctors were saying that he was fine, like we were like, run another test. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like this is like,
Yeah, like y'all just saying any damn thing because the way he looking, yeah, you couldn't tell
yeah.
us. Yeah,
Yeah, we were like, nah, I mean, it's believable, but just make sure, like, be sure. Like, and they ran,
exactly.
they did. So, I'm just grateful that he's here, and then that he's even able to continue on with his dream.
And I don't continue though to still be the same dude because let me tell you, when I woke up that morning, right, I'm getting ready for school, and I don't know I was looking at something at night, but I seen Stay Ready posted, right? I thought I read it wrong, and I'm like, what the like? I called my little sister in, so she like, oh, more. So she's like, you ain't going to school this year. I want to go to school. I'm like, I'm gonna go and go. But sitting there and just looking at the car crash, right? I'm sitting in the lunchroom. I'm like, everybody just waiting to get information. I'm like, bro, something has got to be gone. I'm like, this dude being paralyzed in the wheelchair. I'm just knowing. I'm like, bro, pray to God this dude ain't paralyzed. He ain't lose a limb. But you just know you go here like you waiting for the worst of the worst. But to hear that like it wasn't nothing wrong, I'm like, boy, that's a blessing. But just saying that, right? But then saying the Danny Garcia fight, like, what was your thoughts after the Danny Garcia fight?
After the fight?
Yeah, like just I know.
I mean, listen. Before the fight, I didn't put any type of. I'm sorry, that's my puppy. But I didn't put any type of doubt into the universe because I felt like if he's confident enough to want to get out there and do it, then I'm gonna support him at the same energy that he's putting out. So I never doubted him. I was never hesitant about him fighting. I mean, as a big sister, you know what I'm saying? I was, deep down inside, of course, I was nervous, but
right.
I never told him that. I never said it out of my mouth at all, period, until now. But and then after the fight, I was just proud. And then, we, all the other stuff was going on. So it was a lot of other energy. But I mean, initially right after the fight, I was I'm just glad, like he accomplished his dream. Like he pushed himself that hard where he was able to get back in the ring and do what he does again. So that was my thoughts on that.
But let me tell you, I'm gonna say this, kid, and I got you. This how, like I swear, like you said, I swear on my life, I had no doubt that he was gonna whoop Danny Garcia because first of all, to go through what you went through, right? Not need no physical therapy because I don't give a damn what you do. Whatever serious situation you go through, you're gonna need some type of physical therapy. But that dude to nurse himself back with no physical therapy, right? Talking the way he talking, and then once I saw him like start training and running, I'm like, he A-okay, bro. Because I just seen so many injuries. I'm talking about from the biggest to the worst injuries, and I just knew like he didn't have nothing. Because even in training, if something was seriously wrong, he wasn't gonna make it through. You just gonna end up in the hospital. Something was gonna happen. So I was watching those little small details, and when I seen like nothing was wrong with him, I'm like, man, that's gonna be the same Errol Spence out there in the ring. Like I had no doubt. But what you got, King?
Now I was going kind of along them the same lines what we talking about, because I was arguing all the time with cats. Oh, he ain't gonna be the same. He ain't gonna never. And I'm like, the man said he good. If the man said he good, his coach said he good. You know what I'm saying? They know him better than y'all do. He good. So what I want to ask you is, you all as a family, when he did step in the ring, because we can say whatever, we could say this and that, but that night when you are in the ring and it ain't no turning back, did y'all have any thoughts like, man, like were y'all nervous at all, like that he might have after effects, or y'all knew like I know my brother, he good?
Yeah, I mean me and my cousin and my sister, we prayed right there on the floor, like right there in front of the ring before he fought. You know what I mean? But outside of that, we left it to him and God. Like that's his fight. We can only support him so far, but as far as doubting him or like putting any doubt in his head or anything like that, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because, like he said, we were raised to not feel sorry for ourselves. You know what I mean? Like either you're gonna do it or you're not. No excuses. So like I said, if he feel like he could get out there and he could do it, and I'm knowing like I'm seeing this man walk out of the hospital right after his accident. So I'm like, you know what? The impossible already done happened. You know what I mean? So what more, like he can't not. This is just, if he feel like he got it, he got it. So, and he did. He went in there and he proved not only to everyone else, but to himself that he still got it. So now, the sky is the limit. Like, it is. It's up there.
Another thing I want to ask you, did you see anything different in Errol Spence, like after the accident?
No. I mean,
Like as far as like his training and like the way he approached the sport. Could you see anything different?
I don't know if I seen anything different, but I could imagine that it created like a hunger, like a more of a like when he first began kind of hunger, like because he had something to, like I said, he don't really care about what other people say. I'm pretty sure that was more of a battle for himself, like he had something he wanted to prove to himself. And so I mean, he went hard. He looked good. When I saw him when he first started training, I was like, yeah, like we were like, okay, I see you. You look good. So, I mean, I can't really say like it's anything different because, like I said, he always has discipline when it's fight time. When he's in camp, he always eats clean. He always trains hard. So I don't know if like he was like, double time in the workouts and whatever. But I know that when I saw him, he looked good. Yeah.
Because he make the weight and he don't even have a nutritionist, right?
No, he doesn't. That's good.
Crazy.
He's good.
Huh?
He really does.
That's crazy for him to be able to make that weight and don't have a nutritionist.
He's disciplined. He is disciplined. I said that.
Yeah, right.
So now let me ask you, Debo. Now, yeah, I'm gonna get on you, but just looking at your brother now, and we know it's a lot of hate coming towards us, man. Right? So we ain't gonna get too much into that. So what's your thoughts with all this? Your brother ducking Bud and all this, because everybody in the chat, we just going back and forth this situation. So we hearing it, we already know you heard, you participate. You feel me? So what's your thought with all this? This Bud Crawford talk with Earl and Bud, and he don't want to fight and things of that nature.
I mean, I'm on the outside with everybody else, just speculating. Okay, y'all. This ain't no inside joke. But from my opinion, I just feel like EJ's just moving strategically. Like he's into the business of boxing. And like I mean, we can talk about this around the circle, and we keep going through the same narrative with these people. Like they still gonna believe what they want to believe. But I'm telling y'all, my brother, he does want to fight Bud. He does. He really does. Now whether they just haven't. In my opinion, I feel like EJ's just he's just taking his time. Like like he is the big dog, so he gets to pick and choose what he want to do. And on top of that, he has people that assign, like they do all the paperwork for him. He's the fighter. So if Crawford haven't laid out a contract for EJ, then how are they gonna negotiate anything?
Exactly.
That's my thing. And so people need to get with his people and whatever. But like I said, I'm on the outside looking at it. I don't know nothing, so I'm just talking.
Do he ever talk to you about that? Like, do he ever say like, man, because I know he be seeing everything and hearing everything that be going on in these streets, Do he ever mention it to you? Like, man, I can't wait to get in the ring with Bud, or I can't wait to fight this dude. Do he ever talk to you about that and let you know?
I mean, like I've asked him, like, does he want to fight him? And he said, yeah. He said he gonna fight him. Like I just never went in and asked him like, okay, so like when exactly, or I ain't asked him none of the like behind the scenes or whatever's going on. Like why not? Like why you can't get no like I just don't get into that. But I've asked him like, are you gonna fight him? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fight him. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just go with that. I just feel like he gonna fight on whenever like the opportunity like presents itself. Like right now, he probably is trying to get the bigger paydays. I don't know. I mean, if it was me in his shoes, that's what I would be going after. You know what I mean? Like we all know that athletes have they have a lifespan. Like. So you have to get what you can get while you can get it. And if he's not putting up the most money, then I don't know. If it was me, I would just go for what's gonna pay me.
Exactly.
And then I would whoop his behind later just because.
Right.
Now, what were some of the other fights you like watching besides Earl?
I like the twins. I like the twins. Who I've been watching lately? I usually just every Saturday I usually just cut on boxing and whatever's on. It's a Puerto Rican cat from New York that I've been watching.
Teofimo Lopez.
He's
Which
supposed to
one,
be good.
Teofimo?
Huh?
Teofimo or Edgar Berlanga?
Balinga.
No, but
That,
Lane.
that
The
yes,
knockout
I like
orders.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He finna fight. He finna fight Saturday. No. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Not Saturday. Not Saturday. It's April 10th. I'm
I
sorry.
was say he had just had one not so long ago, but um yeah, who else do I like? I just can't think on my top of my head. And then I like the female boxers. I
Uh-huh.
recently just got into the UFC, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, boxing that's my baby. Yeah, I just like boxing. I don't really have any favorites, other than EJ or whatever. But
Okay.
yeah, I
So
watch all of them.
we were just watching the last fight this past Saturday, right? Who do you think won that fight when we was watching the main event between Chocolatito and Estrada? The last fight.
Oh man, that was them boys was fighting.
Uh-huh.
It was
Uh,
Like,
yeah.
my God. Oh man.
was you just enjoying it?
Yeah, I just enjoyed the fight because I really didn't have like a fighter that I was interested, that I was following. I just watched the fight and I was like, dang. I was watching the other fight and it wasn't all that. So we ended up switching it over to that one and it was action packed. But I guess Estrada put in a good fight. He put in a good fight. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. But now, let the people know a little bit about you.
Me? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so my name is Eva, of course. I am a Reiki therapist. Reiki is a form of energy healing. It's an ancient form of energy healing. So I do holistic healing, crystals, the metaphysical, into all of the in between the physical world and the spiritual world. That's my specialty. And so my business name is Energy of Elements. Um, and I do sessions, I teach Reiki, and so crystals, jewelry, all kinds of you know, all the things to keep you spiritually elevated, keep you tapped in, ancestors, all that good stuff.
Okay, because I'll be watching you now. I don't want to just come off and just ask you because I'm kind of a little behind on what you be doing, but I do be wanting to know. You know what I mean? So I feel some question, but I'm like, what is this and what is that? But now you just helped us with the game. So we gonna thank you. We ain't gonna hold you for too much longer, but let the people know where they can find you at Evo.
They can find me on Instagram at Energy of Elements,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook Energy of Elements, and my website is energyofelements.com.
Okay. So I want to thank you for coming on. But look, we're gonna bring you back on again, right? So this ain't gonna be
Okay.
the first time. This ain't gonna be the first time we're gonna bring you back. But we do appreciate you.
I do
Before you
appreciate
go,
y'all.
What else you got for you?
and yeah, before you go, and see it, and for people that seen my intro, that's why I said I put your name in my intro. I said something like, "Oh, Evo Spence, I might meditate." Because I know you be into like all the so if you watch my intro, if you didn't heard my intro, that's why I put that in there for people that don't know. But now a lot of people keep asking. I ain't gonna ask what Snack Pack asked in the comments, but I'm gonna go around that. I'm gonna ask something like that. Now, if they have a Bud Crawford fight in Errol Spence in Dallas, what do you think that atmosphere is gonna be like? Do you think it's gonna be cats getting into it in the stands? I mean,
Man, listen.
You know what? And I didn't even think about that. But like I said, Dallas, they crazy. Like Dallas is crazy. And from what I'm seeing, these little Nebraska, Omaha, wherever they from, Nebraska, they crazy behind Bud. So it's gonna be, that's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of competition. I mean, hopefully they leave it at that. But knowing the people from Dallas, yeah. Well, I don't know if they should have it here in Dallas because I'm for
That's why I was gonna ask too. You think they should have it like in somewhere like Vegas or somewhere?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I think it should be in a neutral location.
I think it's gonna be back. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. When Bud was just there, right? And my man was telling him this DJ City, that was in my opinion. I ain't saying Bud no chump or nothing, so I don't want nobody to take it that way or nothing like that. Just on the simple fact of that situation, I think Bud ain't gonna want that fight in Dallas. He ain't gonna want it. It's too much energy. It's too much energy, bro. And I just feel like a neutral. Go ahead. I just think he want neutral ground.
I don't think he. Yeah, that wasn't. I don't think he was expecting it to go that way. I don't really know what the whole purpose of that was, but I don't think he expected it to go that way. I didn't even realize it was gonna go that way. Like was a really uncomfortable situation for him to be in. I don't think they should have it in. I mean, if they do, it's just gonna be, that's gonna make it even more, like, build the fight up even more. But for safety reasons, they may not want to, because these boys, they for real down here in Dallas.
Oh yeah. I believe they probably have some type of precautions put in place, but you can't stop people from doing certain things. But I just feel like money wise, with the Cowboys Stadium, the capacity of it, I think it, like that fight, it probably fill it out. But you gonna have people flying in, all type of stuff. But I think, like I say, for Bud Crawford just being in that little situation, bro, just that, and that wasn't even nothing compared to if you bringing in, you feel me? Because that shit gonna get rowdy. So I just feel like, I think he'll be like Vegas. I think Vegas. But look, I'm gonna be real. I don't care where it goes. It's gonna be something, because it's just too hostile. It's too hostile. So whether it's in Vegas, LA, wherever it's gonna be at, something gonna crack off. You know what I mean? But we're not wishing for that. You know what I mean? But I just think, but
If
but we
it's
want to
one fight, if it's one fight you can get, I got two more questions I want to ask you before we let you go. The first one is, how you feel about Clarissa Shields in female boxing? Because I mean, I love to see women box. Do you watch like Clarissa Shields and the women? And then the second one before you go is, if you could pick one fight in all of boxing to be made, which one would it be?
Okay. Clarissa, I watched Clarissa. I missed it live, but I ended up watching her last fight. But she's a beast. Like, I mean, I can't take nothing from her. Like, I remember when, if I'm not mistaken, when EJ was in the Olympics, she was with the team. Like, she was one of the only girls. Yeah. So I remember like watching her from way back then. Like, I remember seeing her in the pictures and stuff. So you can't take nothing from her. And if I could get one fight made that I really want to see, okay, so I really, really, really want
Budhead
just because I think, because he wants to see, I would love to see EJ and Pacquiao. But for competition reasons, I wouldn't mind seeing EJ beat Crawford ass. For real.
That's what we all.
Because I'm tired. I'm just tired of hearing it. I'm ready for him to go on and get it over with. But
Now, before you go, how do you see the fight playing out if it do get made, Bud and EJ?
Oh man, I mean, not to take anything from Crawford, but his last couple of fights, like he just, I mean, even with him against Brooke, like he didn't look too good to me. So just knowing EJ, how he fight, I get Crawford. I give that about not to shut him down about the fourth, fifth round. Like, yeah, no, Crawford. Like he's. I don't know. Like, his fight against Brooke, his defense wasn't where like it wasn't. I mean, and I'm not trying to give him no pointers on what to tighten up on, but just from what I'm noticing, like it just wasn't where it needed to be. And there were some other things that I noticed that EJ would just tear apart. Like so. Um, so I just don't see him lasting very long. Knowing how EJ, go, stick it to him and stuff. I just don't see it.
It's,
So, and that's just
it's
me.
all the Bud fans in here right now. Look at them. They just hating.
Hey, y'all
I mean,
said
I
it's
know
crazy.
they don't like us anyway. They
Right.
just talk
Right.
Evo,
Exactly.
Evo, it's crazy because Bud Crawford people, they say the same thing. They say that it ain't no way that EJ gonna go last 12 rounds, that Bud to get him up out of there in 5. They say the
You
same
lie.
thing.
I
I'm
swear.
dead serious. They say that Bud gonna get him up out of there in 5 rounds or so. And I
I
said,
mean,
well,
that's the similarity. I guess that's the beauty about this whole like competition they have going on, because he got like his family, like he got a strong family, and then
Mm-hmm.
strong family support, and then EJ has strong family support, and
Mm-hmm.
another really weird fact that I'm gonna tell y'all that I just been holding on to is that his mother name is Deborah, and our mother name is Deborah, and
Oh
his
man,
grandmother name is Velma, and our grandma name is Velma. So I'm
are you
just like,
serious?
that's
yeah. So
crazy.
I'm just trying to figure out like how the universe is trying to like play with us or whatever. Like,
Oh yeah,
so yeah. So this is probably, I don't know. Like it's
that's
and they've been
breaking
going
news.
back and forth forever. So
Mm-hmm.
I think this is gonna be that fight. But like I say, it's just a matter of time. I think EJ's gonna do what he do best, and then that's gonna be that.
That's how I
Nah,
look at it now. And how much you gonna pay? This is the big for me. It's the biggest fight in boxing, hands down. Right? I know they looking at Fury and Joshua. That fight got so much. It's too much shit wrapped around it. Right? It's too much controversy. And then we don't know if America gonna buy that fight or not. But we do know everybody go buy Bud and Earl. Or should I say Earl and Bud? Gotta put Earl name first to get A side. Earl and Bud, right? So that fight when that fight happened, that's why we're telling people they act like 40%, and they better hope that Earl stay on the 40%, because if he don't fight Sean Porter and Earl get that third strap, shit might switch up. But they make it like the 40% is like Earl getting 50 million and Bud just getting 1.5 million or some shit. Like that's that man biggest payday. That's his biggest payday. And when we be talking to the Bud fanatics, like my man that was just there, called us Bud haters because we was breaking down facts on his ass. Like you need to be worrying about building up your bank account. If you want to sit up here and talk about your Hall of Fame and all that shit, last time I checked, if you already did everything you need to do in boxing, you should be trying to get every dollar you can get. So if you go pass up on your biggest payday because you don't want to give up 10 extra percent that man do deserve, because Earl still got 54-60 to go to. And you never know how those divisions gonna play out. And the Canelo fight is his biggest payday in my opinion. I still feel like that fight gonna happen at 160 for the fight of the era, and it's gonna do over a million pay-per-view buys, just me. But he gotta let that little ego go. You gotta let the ego go. And there's fans that's acting like they really want the fight, buys pay-per-views, right? And support them that way. But when it come down to the come down, they need to tell that man to accept the 40% if he really want that fight, right? Because that's the only how it's gonna happen. In my opinion, that's the only how it's gonna happen. But go ahead,
Well,
Keith.
that's Bud has to have strong business people around him to give him good advice, and it don't seem like the whoever is supposed to be advising him, his advisors are not
Bo Mac.
advising
I'm
him in
sorry.
the right direction.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? But we all know who is him, and
Uh-huh.
he just don't. I mean, and you would think after all the controversy, he would kind of try to, make different steps or move, whatever. But he, so he hasn't. So therefore, he can't really make any calls or any shots without him. I don't know. That whole situation, like it just blows my. I don't get it. I just don't get it with
Yeah,
him and the people that are behind him. But anytime that there's money involved and there's people, you have to be really cautious about the people you trust in your corner.
that's true.
Right.
So
Especially that type of money too, at that magnitude. But that's a lot
yeah,
of fucking money,
and
man. For you to just
uh,
look at it and turn it down like it's nothing. Then I'm gonna let you go, keep before we let you go. But it's just like when I look at the situation, like it's really common sense, right? Because once we get the dudes on here, and it's not like they always want to make it like people shitting on Bud when you just speaking facts. If the shoe was on the other foot and if Bud was in Earl position, I'd be saying the same shit. But when you look at Earl, and if a man got two straps, the man pulling in the bigger numbers, he got the bigger fan base, he fighting the better competition, right? That shit right there, just alone, it just common sense to say that that man is the A side. And when you say 60-40, you better be happy with 60-40. You know what I mean? So if we say 60-40, that's a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer, but they like to put all these stipulations and shit. They try to make like we put stipulations, but they put a whole lot of stipulations. And then when you ask them, break down the reason why Bud deserved a 50-50, they all come with the same shit. Pound for pound, he did this, he did that, but that shit does not translate to dollars, right? It don't put asses in the seats, because if it did, when he fought Amir Khan, he would have did more than 150 pay-per-view bars. You know what I mean? So they gonna say what they say, but facts don't lie.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Key.
I just want to ask you what you think about a Bud Crawford fight, fighting Sean Porter. Because me, I thought that was Errol Spence's toughest fight in his career. You know, and when we had Bomac on here, and we had Crawford family on here, they saying like, oh, he'll run through Sean Porter, he'll run through Sean Porter. I tried to bet Bomac some money that he not gonna stop Sean Porter because they talking about he'll stop Sean Porter in 4 or 5. I think that's a hell of a fight for Bud. How do you see a fight between Bud Crawford and Sean Porter playing out? Just from the outside
I
looking in.
still want to see this fight like that. Yeah, that would have been a good fight. That's going to be a good fight.
Uh-huh.
Ah, yeah, I don't know. Sean is a tough cookie. I go with Porter. I don't think Crawford's gonna beat and I'm not taking anything from Crawford again. Like I think he's a okay fighter or whatever, but I watch Porter fight, like live. And yeah, he can fight, like and he's aggressive and Crawford's not as aggressive as Porter is, like I feel like Porter would dominate that fight with Crawford.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like you said, EJ fought his ass off against Porter. You know what I'm saying? He had to go in there and fight like he was fighting the nigga on the street. So, you know what I'm saying? Crawford, I don't know if Crawford gonna be able to switch that up and be able to do that. EJ had to switch up fighting styles, so and I haven't like Crawford haven't convinced me in the last couple of fights that he's able to do that. So that's why I'm at with
Yeah,
that. Yeah, I
Crawford.
don't see that fight.
Crawford, he kind of more, he take his time to figure you out, and then he come at you. But it's like I tell people, when he fight Porter, he don't give you that chance to figure him out. He on you from the time the bell ring. He just on you like a little pit bull. So,
Oh yeah,
uh,
yeah, he is like a little pit bull. That's
yeah,
right.
he on you, and so that's a fight that I think it needs to happen because, right? I think that's the fight that Terrence Crawford needs, right? Because
Right.
if he can go out
Yeah.
there, if he can go out there and whoop Sean Porter and do it in a better fashion than Errol Spence did it, then he could have an argument. Look, I just whooped this dude that was your toughest fight of your career, but you got to go out there and do it. And he don't have that type of fight yet. So I think he needs that type of fight. And we need to see if he can beat somebody like Sean Porter.
I
Right.
agree. He does. He
I'll say
does.
this.
Um, yeah, I do agree. I want to see that fight. Like as soon as I heard about it, I wanted to see it. And then for Crawford to turn it down, You know, I'm still trying to figure that out, and how come that's not an argument, but whatever.
Right. But that's just an argument. But like if he do beat Sean Porter and he win, that's just he make it clear for 60-40. Because to me, the Porter fight, yeah, it was tough for Earl, but it was an 8-4 fight to me. Earl won 8 rounds to 4. It's just like when Mayweather fought fucking Madonna, bro. The fight was tough because they was banging. But fourth the rounds, Earl won more of the rounds. So people be like, and this ain't me just talking, because I seen people who talking about they had fucking Porter winning. I told them to go back and watch. They come back, they had Earl winning the fight, right? So it was an 8-4, right? He just made it tough because of the way they fought. And Earl chose to fight that way. He went out there, he dogged it out with Sean Porter ass, right? And don't get me wrong, Porter brought it, he dogged it, but Earl just chose to dog it out with him because shit, it's the heat of the moment. Like, fuck, you want to dog, we go dog it. And Earl still out dogged him, you know what I mean? So that's what Porter, I mean, Bud is gonna have to show us that he can outdog Sean Porter, because Porter gonna make it a dog fight. But at the end of the day, if he do win and Earl beat fucking Ugas to get that strap, then it's still just a 60-40 fight. He don't do shit too much.
Yeah, I feel like EJ fought like that because Sean had been watching EJ. You know, I don't know if y'all noticed her. I don't know if y'all, I'm getting my charger. If y'all noticed, but Sean was in UK. Was in the UK. You know, like he came to the Brook fight. He had came to the Garcia fight. He, you know, he it was some more fights. I want to say the Peterson fight. He had just been at all the fights, you know, like I mean, and then they sparred together and all this stuff. So I feel like Sean was studying EJ. He knew EJ, you know, how he moved, him and his father, and EJ had to stick it up. So therefore, you know, because Sean had studied him so much that Sean was gonna know how he moved. So he decided to go in there and fight like Sean, because Sean wasn't expecting it.
Exactly.
And, you know, so that's what he did. He went in there and just, you know, he fought his fighting style, and it tripped Sean up. He didn't know how to adjust, you know, to EJ. By the time he probably figure some things out, it was, you know, too late. But
I know we keep saying we're gonna let you go.
That.
Look, this it. I know we keep saying we're gonna let you go. It's like you know, like they ain't let it go yet. Yeah, but this one popped up though. Earl and Ugas. Now I know you know Ugas. Now Earl get in there against Ugas. How you see that fight playing out? Because that's for another scrap was the world title. So how you see that fight playing out?
I mean, you know, I'm riding with EJ regardless.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, I don't see nobody whooping EJ. You know, that's just in my opinion. But I don't see the fight going the distance. And if it do, it's just because that's what EJ wants to do, you know, like but I give it what, 4 rounds.
Ooh, you got Earl just dogging Ugas ass. For real. You're supposed to think like that though, but it's a good scrap. It's a good scrap. But
yeah, it's gonna
Blue
be a fight.
I don't know if you know Blue Blood Sports. He said peace and blessings to you, though. Blue one of the hardest workers out there. That boy rap for Earl like no other as well. Blue Blood Sports TV.
Blue Blood Sports TV.
I don't know why your phone sounds static, or it might be mine. Mine's about to die.
Okay. But we're gonna let you go though. But it's Blue Blood Sports right here on the screen. See it?
Okay.
Yeah. You might want
to blessings to you too.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
Yeah. No doubt. But we really gonna let you go now though. We appreciate you, Ebo.
Okay. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Peace. Y'all
right.
help me.
Appreciate you, Ebo. Blessings to you and them babies.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I received that. All right. Y'all have a good night.
Okay, you too. Thank you again.
No problem.
Okay. So that was love, man. That was Ebo. That's her first time on the camera, man. Her first time on the camera. But it was all love. It was all love. My man said, ask Ebo, did she watch Ugas and Porter? We was already bombarding her with questions, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, we ain't want to start. We ain't want to. ask her all type of, oh, this, and that, because I know y'all wanted us to ask her all type of crazy, but we ain't want to do all that because at the end of the day, Errol Spence is her brother. So if he was on here, then we'll ask him the tougher questions. But that ain't really for her to be to have to answer all of that.
Yeah,
she
I appreciate
publicist.
Right, I appreciate her time, man. She was a little nervous, so it was all love. It was all love, man. But I got some good things out of that, right? The mama and the great grandmama. Oh, wait a minute, the mama and the grandmama. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
they carry the same name. They carry the same name. Not only that, Bud and Earl got some of the same traits in them. You feel me? They both dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you cannot deny. You know what I'm saying? They both dogs, and they want to get in there and tear your damn head off. So, I appreciate her for sticking in there with us, hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, what else can I say, Keith? It was a good interview.
Yeah, good interview. We found out, about her. We found out, about the background a little bit of everything, It basically, how the family feel. It's like EJ family and Bud family, they feel the same way. They all feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? And like she said, man, they can't really have that fight in Dallas. They gonna have to have that fight in a neutral spot because them the Omaha boys and the Dallas boys, they can't have them in the same building like that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. They, it probably won't be enough security. And I don't think that Bud would take a fight fighting in Dallas Stadium anyway. Like you said, with the little even the little incident that happened at EJ last fight when Bud came. Imagine if him and Bud was fighting each other. Come on, bro. Like she said, she even said you got to have that at a neutral spot. You got to have it in Vegas. I think, Vegas, Las Vegas, the Raiders Stadium. That's the spot where you can have it. The Raiders Stadium, probably, I don't know how much it holds, but I know it holds over 80,000 fans.
The Raiders, the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have it there. But the thing is, like you were saying, now, if you did have it in Dallas, I think it would be, you would make the most money because Nebraska ain't too far from Dallas. Then you got the hometown fighter, and then that's the biggest fight in boxing. So if you just want to, do it for the sake of money and just pack that thing out, yeah, Dallas would be the place. You know what I'm saying? But you can't have it in Dallas because, it's going to be a whole lot of casualties. There'll be too much shit going on, man. It's too dangerous to have it in Dallas.
My brother Omega, thank you so much for the donation, my brother. Much love, much appreciated. Omega's my, she's a cutie pie.
Hey, Big Snack talking about hell no, that's a Texas fight, cuz. Hey, y'all gonna act a fool, man. They're not gonna have that fight in Texas. I wish it was, cause I'd love to go out there I'd much rather go to the D than go to Vegas and watch that fight. But shit, man, they not gonna have it because you know what I'm saying, PBC and not Al Heyman, but
look at Omega.
Sam Watson keep his streets to the keep his ear to the streets. Sam Watson know what's going on, and Sam Watson and them, they not gonna have that fight in Dallas Stadium.
Everybody know that. Omega's not having in Green Bay. What the fuck?
They have it in Green Bay. Oh yeah, cause Crawford a Green Bay fan. Hey, dude, crazy talking about some having in Green Bay. Yeah, ain't nobody flying out to no Green Bay.
Nobody going out to Green Bay. It's gonna be depending on when.
Hey, they have it in Green Bay. The fight gonna fuck around and look like when Danny Garcia fought what's his name? The dude he knocked out before he fought EJ. Granados in Cali.
Oh, Adrian Granados, yeah.
The fight gonna fuck around and look like when Danny Garcia fought Adrian Granados.
For real, bro. But yeah, man, just overall, she gave good, but she said what she's supposed to say about her brother though. So at the end of the day, Bud accept the fucking 40%, bro. Because the fight, to me, Keith, like I say, to me, I feel like it's the biggest fight in boxing. I'm skeptical because when they go, and who was that? Who was that? They put out the fucking article. I don't think it was ESPN. It was somebody. The biggest money fight ever in history with Fury and Joshua. So now y'all just got him breaking Mayweather records. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all saying these things, but y'all don't even have a clue of what y'all finna do. I don't even have a clue. So how's that the biggest money fight in boxing history when we know Mayweather hold all those records, bro? They just banking on, like, they really banking on America spending their hard-earned money on Fury and Joshua, bro. And I'm sorry, bro. I just can't see America going out, especially in the pandemic right now. I just don't see y'all coming over here promoting Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury and making the American fan just gravitate and just grab onto it towards like, oh my God, we gotta see this fight. We gotta watch this fight. And not only that, Key, the celebrities. Don't forget celebrities, the motherfuckers that help. You know what I'm saying? Because everything goes into it. The ticket sales, everything goes into that being the biggest fight in boxing history. So if the celebrities ain't out there to spend X amount of dollars like Conor McGregor and motherfucking Manny Pacquiao money, I just don't see it happening. I don't see no fucking celebrities flying all the way to Saudi Arabia to watch this fight.
Man, hell no.
Yeah, you see Denzel Washington going out there?
Man,
like,
hell no. They gonna have some oil tycoons and them Saudi Arabian dudes throughout the crowd. Ain't nobody flying out to no Saudi to, you know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah,
but see, them cats got bread though. Them cats can host an event like that with just them in there. Cause they got so much, like 100 mil to them. Real talk though, 100 mil to them is like $5. 100 mil to them is like $5.
They blow that shit on, like they blow that shit. You know what I mean? But how many people in the building? What it's gonna come down to? How big is the arena? What it's gonna come down to now? Okay, now if you just got them in there, if y'all giving Tyson Fury 100 million, Anthony Joshua 100 million, as y'all say y'all supposed to, that's 200 million, right? That's $200 million. So how many of them motherfuckers gonna be in there? What's the price? What's the cost of the ticket sales that y'all put in there? What's the cost of the pay-per-view that y'all banking on Americans? Because I'm not saying the UK not gonna pay for it, but for us Americans, right? It's a lot of people in here that's like, man, we streaming that shit. We ain't finna pay that money for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to believe. So I look at Errol Spence turns Bud Crawford as the biggest fight in boxing to me. You know what I'm saying? To proven otherwise. You feel me? Or maybe to my celebrities will travel to Green Bay or South Carolina. So, you know what I'm saying? Shayna, thank you so much, Queen, for the donation. My brother, Andre Miller, thank you so much. Oh, Dre Finders, my bad, Dre. I'm sorry, bro. Dre Finders, thank you so much for the donation, bro. Appreciate y'all so much. Much love, much appreciated. So I just don't see it, bro. And Lori, if you in here, drop that link, Lori. Drop that link where you got people in here. I just don't see it. So Errol Spence, Bud Crawford, man, you need to accept that fucking 40%. And let's at least move forward. But this is why I say we'll never get nowhere, because when we get people in here and we talk to them and we break the shit down, like man, Keith was just breaking it down to old boy, and what he say? Oh man, y'all Bud Crawford haters. Or if we get motherfuckers in here and we prove them wrong and they agree to Errol Spence being the #1 fighter, Errol Spence did so much more. Do Errol get the largest share of the money? No, he still don't get it. Like, man, come the fuck on, bro. We'll never get nowhere. For real, we'll never get nowhere. But we'll just see how they play it out. Because, like Evo just said, Errol Spence said he's going to fight him. I still feel like I'm going to hold Errol Spence to his words. He's not going to lead the division without fighting Turnbull Crawford, right? I believe in the man. He ever said nothing to stir me wrong yet. So I'm going to believe in the man. So until then, I still feel like Errol Spence and Bud Crawford going to happen. What about you, Keith? I want everybody, if you're on Facebook, to click on that link. You know, follow Loyalty Promotion in Boxing. Show some love, man. One of the hottest boxing groups on Facebook. You know what I mean? Show some love, show some love, show some love. It ain't going to cost you nothing to go over there and follow.
Definitely show some love. Man, as far as that fight, if it's going to happen or not, every time you heard EJ talk about it, you know, when he really sat down, he always tell everybody that fight going to happen. That fight going to happen. Now, it's up to Bud, man, really, because he's saying that he don't care about the fight, that the fight ain't gonna happen. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? He keeps saying he don't care about the fight and the fight ain't gonna happen. So it's all up to Bud, dog. It's really all up to Bud and, you know, his ego. It's all up to Bud and his ego. I think it is gonna happen though. It's too big not to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
But do you believe him when he say that?
Guys, all that shit that they talking at the end of the day, they both like money, right? At the end of the day, they both like money, and it don't matter how you tally it up. It's the biggest fight, right? That both of them can make. You know what I'm saying? I think that Errol Spence, he's still, man, fuck that Pacquiao shit, man. Pacquiao ain't gonna fight neither one of them.
Ain't gonna fight neither one of them, all
He's not finna fight neither one of them. So that's the biggest fight either one of them can make, unless they going up to two weight classes and fighting Canelo. Other than that, that's the biggest fight either one of them can make. So, you know, I think that the fight will happen. Now, I don't think it's gonna happen this year though, because you gotta wait. You gotta wait, and you gotta see if Bud Crawford gonna leave Top Rank, which I don't think he's gonna leave Top Rank. Therefore, if he stay at Top Rank, therefore they probably Bob Arum, he like money too. He probably gonna end up negotiating this fight for sometime early next year. You know, maybe like what we saw with Fury and Wilder, maybe, you know, February of, you know, this next year coming up. That's what I see, man. EJ, you know, he don't even got no nutritionist. Like you said, like you heard Ebo say, he still eat good. She said he eat good, right? So he don't have no nutritionist. Imagine if he got a nutritionist, how long he could stay at 147. So he making the weight and doing all of that, right? It ain't like he just really need to move to 154 right now. He making the weight without a nutritionist. Imagine if he fuck around and hire a nutritionist, because if y'all remember his last interview that he did do after the fight with or no, he didn't do no interview. He said it on social media. Remember when he posted and he said that he was gonna get a nutritionist, right? So if after the Danny Garcia fight. So imagine if he do get a nutritionist. A nutritionist, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot easier for him to make the weight. So he still got time at the 147 division. I think it'll be made. I'm just not looking for it to be made this year. I hope it do, but you know, that's high hopes. I don't think so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Uppercut Boxing Nation, no doubt, bro. Get my email and hit me up behind the scenes. We'll talk about it. But yeah, I believe Bud has still want to fight, though. Even though you talk about and we got 80 people in the building, man. Make sure I go subscribe to my brother, Everything Boxing and Sports. Can you drop that link, Key? And I want y'all to go subscribe to my brother, Knockout Boxing 86. Let me drop Knockout.
Yeah, let me drop. I'll drop the link in the chat for y'all. If y'all not subscribed to me, once again, Everything Boxing and Sports, and I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
Yeah, and I want y'all to subscribe to my brother, Knockout Boxing 86 as well. He do great work as well. But yeah, when Bud say those type of things, bro, I just think it's to try to bounce back against what Earl be saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell you sitting up here talking about you don't want the biggest fucking payday of your career, bro.
And smash that like button. Y'all smash. If y'all in here and y'all just watching and you ain't smashed the like button and you know the like button right there, you need to go to the bathroom, look at yourself, and ask yourself what's wrong with you. Now, exactly. If you forgot to smash it, I'm reminding you, go ahead and smash that like button.
Exactly, man. Show some love, family. Show some love. But yeah, though, when he say those type of things, I just think it's because he's trying to get back at Errol Spence on what he's saying and shit. But how come you don't want the biggest payday of your career, bro? I mean, who don't want the biggest payday of their career? Like, when you always talking about, I'm a Hall of Fame, all that shit. Well, we know. If you accomplish everything in boxing that you say that you accomplished, bro, then you should want your biggest fucking payday. Hands down, like 6:30. Nothing else should come in between. And that link I dropped, family, y'all click on that link and go subscribe to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Show some love. So subscribe to everything boxing and sports, and subscribe to Knockout Boxing TV. My brother KQ in the building. Say I'm gone, but you showed up and showed out. Salute to the grind, man. KQ, I thank you, my brother. Much love.
OG. What's happening, KQKC?
Appreciate it for all the love and support, man. KQ one of the last of the Mohegans. You feel me? When we talking about somebody that want to see you win, that's genuine about it, right? There ain't no egotistic there that will do everything you got to do. You feel me? You talking about the singing OG, man. Y'all go subscribe to KC Boxing and Network as well. You feel me?
Real talk.
But love, man. Nothing but love. And it's real, genuine love. Not none of that fake shit. You feel me? That $9.99 shit you can buy from the corner store. You feel me? You know that shit that people be selling just to fuck with you for whatever little opportunity they trying to find is real. You know what I mean? It's real. You know, so it's all love, man. It's all love. So I'm gonna give y'all a little time to, you know, subscribe, man. We got 81 people in the building. Y'all show some love. But yeah, though, Keith, when he be saying that shit, man, I don't believe it, bro. It's just that you don't want to feel like you're getting outdone by somebody younger than you. You feel me? It's somebody that's in your division. He do got more clout than you. That's the fact. Like it's showing. It's showing. You feel me? So I just think it's an ego thing, bro. It's an ego thing around the whole team, around the whole goddamn family, to be real with you. The way they be talking is an ego thing, bro. And that shit rubbing off on each other. Each other. And they need to let that shit go. They need to let that shit go. No, I don't think this is true. I don't think they negotiate with no damn Josecito Lopez. Not saying that it can't be true, but I don't think it's true. I ain't gonna believe that. You feel me? Bud know he gets nothing out of fighting fucking Josecito Lopez. Josecito Lopez is a fucking fight for somebody like Jerron Boots Ennis and the goddamn Virgil Ortiz to help put them up there in that certain, you know what I'm saying, position. And this is no knock on Josecito Lopez. You feel me? But Bud gets nothing out of fighting no goddamn Josecito Lopez. He get nothing out of that shit. He know it.
I'll tell you like this. If they fuck around and tell him that he is gonna fight Josecito Lopez next, he better throw a temper tantrum like the problem child.
You feel me? You better something.
He better throw a temper tantrum like the problem child. What was that dude? What was that little kid? The problem child. What was his name?
Man, I love that little shit too.
What was his name? Man, what was that little kid name?
Them motherfuckers.
I'm talking about the first ones. The first two. Damn, Junior. He better throw a temper tantrum like Junior.
Lori, thank you so much for the donation, Queen. Much love, much appreciated. And my brother, Uppercut Boxer, thank you so much, bro, for the donation. Much love, much appreciated, champ. Really appreciate that, bro. So yeah, man. Act, what's going down? Act, what's going down? He say, what Bud get dropped by Lopez? What Bud get dropped by Lopez? Mean Machine did. What? You say, what if Bud get dropped by Lopez? Man, if Bud going to get dropped by Lopez, boy, you ain't gonna stop Keon for turning his ass up. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now.
You gonna put it on me, huh?
Man, I appreciate that Uppercut Boxing Nation, man. Much love, much appreciated, champ. I appreciate that, my brother. Yeah, right. Keep trying to throw it on you, knowing damn well we all gonna be trying to turn it.
Right. You gonna put it on me. Yeah.
My brother Meg say, Money, my favorite channel. He was slow cook a 3-minute. Oh shit, Omega boy. Oh shit, bro. No doubt. But man, we about to get ready to get up out of here, man. We've been going for 3 hours and 13. I know Key got business to get to. Shit, I'm damn sure tired. Got a little small headache over here, but anything else you want to say to the people, Key?
Nah, man, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, and just rocking with us. Everybody that showed love in the Cash App, and shit, y'all already know how we do. You know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. But yeah, we appreciate everybody.
Hold on, y'all. I'm about to send this to Ebo. Yeah, but she's in my work and she can see the comments. Comments going crazy for you, girl. Omega say, drop the link for these dirty ass niggas. They need. Oh man, hell yeah.
Yeah,
I want everybody. Shit, you talking about for Junior the Truth, right, bro?
yeah.
I got the link up there. Everybody go over there to theblackgent.com. Show some love to my brother. And I'm so sorry, JTT, my brother. I'm so sorry, bro. Maybe should have got my eyes on point earlier, bro. Everybody go over to theblackgent.com, right? And order yourself some of them good old, you know what I mean? He got soap. If you got a bird on you, I know a lot of y'all cats out there loving the bird. He got the bird. Shayna, thank you so much, Queen, for the donation. Much love, much appreciated. I think I shot you out, Shayna. Yeah, I shot you out. Thank you so much, though, Queen. I appreciate you. Much love, much appreciated. As always, you always showing me love, Shayna. You know I always appreciate it, Queen. But go over to theblackgent.com, right? Get some of those personal products, right? For the cats with the bird, you got bird oil, right? You got things for your women. You got great soap, natural soap that you can use on your body and your face. You know, a lot of people can't use certain soaps on their face. It'll break you out. But you know, JTT got your back. You feel me? So show some love over there, man. Go get yourself a t-shirt, some good old coffee beans and coffee mugs. He got it all. So go on over there to theblackgent.com, right? Get yourself some of those personal items, you know, for you and your woman and your kids. You got things for the father, the mother, and the kids, the cousin, the brother, or whomever you want to get a gift for. Man, y'all show it's a black-owned business at that. It's black-owned. You feel me? So support our own. Support our own. You feel me? And use, you know, the code MoneyB314 for 10% off your entire purchase. You feel me? So go on over there, rack up on you a few items. Use MoneyB314 and get 10% off. It gets no better. You feel me? It gets no better. Y'all show love to my brother JTT. The link is always pending. I got it pinned. It's always pending. So y'all just click on that link, go on over to theblackgent.com and show
all
some
organic. It's all organic too. And I'm actually about to go buy me some too.
All organic. You feel me?
Y'all gotta support, support your people.
Lori say check your cash out, Key.
Okay. Appreciate you, Miss Lori. Appreciate you, Lori.
Yes. Y'all show love, man. Y'all show love. Y'all show love. And Key, if you do go rack up on some things, don't forget to use, you feel me, MoneyB314. You know, 10% off your entire purchase. My man say link for Uppercut Boxing Nation on Facebook. Or Uppercut Boxing, you on Facebook?
Uppercut Boxing. I'll look it up right now. Let me see. Let me check it out. It's a group. Hold on, I'll look it up right now. Money.
Yeah.
Uppercut. Is it Uppercut Boxing or is it Uppercut Boxing Nation?
Uppercut Boxing Nation.
Yeah.
But my email down there, Uppercut, you heard me? My email down there, treyhampton52@gmail.com, bro. Just hit me up in the email, bro, and then we'll link up like that, and then we'll work something out, child. But most definitely, we can rock out with each other, no doubt.
And be that bitch. Salute, Queen.
Marcus Davis said, do y'all think Spence gonna fight twice this year? Yes, I do think so. Be that bitch was going down, Queen. How you feeling, Queen? Much love, much appreciated.
Well, he already fought once.
No, he haven't fought yet.
He didn't fight. Wait.
He fought in December.
Nah, yeah, you right. He fought in December. Yeah, I think
he's gonna fight in the summertime. He's gonna fight at the end of the year. I do think so. I think he's gonna fight like around June and July, bro. I do. I feel like he's gonna fight around June and July, and then he's gonna fight
December.
November, December again, y'all. Yeah. I do feel like it though. I do feel like it.
We need that Crawford fight in December then. That's what they need to be, you know what I'm saying?
He's saying he's going after October, Crawford going after October. So let's just hope he do his business right. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he do his business right, and you know what I'm saying, shit work out like that. So as long as he take her situation on this end, Spence shit taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Let his ego go and agree to what it's supposed to be. Right? Is you not trying to let Bob be in your pockets? If that's the case, shit, I get it. It's the biggest fight of your career. It's the biggest money you're gonna make in your career. You know what I'm saying? You see, Manny Pacquiao came over here, got 2 big ass fights with Bronner and Thurman, keeping all that bread. So maybe, but shit, you don't got to do about it the way you doing it. You gonna blow the motherfucker off. All right, so we'll see. We'll see though, man. We about to get up out of here, family. Did you find the key?
Yeah. Oh no, the group. No, I put in Uppercuts Boxing Nation.
Say uppercut. You put in CUTZ?
Yep. I couldn't find it.
Just shoot me an email, uppercuts, bro. We'll figure it out, bro. We'll figure it out. Yeah, no doubt. I'm about to get on up out for it, man. Give me something to eat. I gotta eat something. Right. But no doubt.
Yeah, I found it.
You found it?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay, so we'll link up, bro. But it's all
page.
Huh?
It's a like page.
A like page?
Yeah.
All right, just shoot me the link to my phone, bro.
Yeah, I'll shoot it to you.
Bob Ehrman, Bo Mac, all in Crawford pockets. I ain't said it. You said it, do it all. You feel me? You said it. But it's all love, man. Y'all know what it is. This your boy Money. This the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to do it. First of all, thank you to Errol Spence for coming, showing love, rocking out with us. Know what I mean? The queen came through, you feel me? And blessed us with her presence. Know what I mean? Dropped some few jewels on us, gave us some knowledge, and that's all we can ask for. But y'all know what it is. It's your boy Money. It's the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyAfter52@gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't, just tell a friend, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share the video. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, man. Peace out, family.
Peace.